Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dead's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 35 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, game 2 of a 4-game homestand. One series, it's against the Long Island Ducks. Big win for the Revs last night in the first meeting of the season between these two teams. First meeting since last September 29th. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry alongside Michael Marcantonini. Welcome to Revs Baseball. It's an overcast and warm and a little bit muggier evening here at the stadium, but a good night for baseball. And Michael, last night was a great night for the Revs to return home. Had everything clicking. Mitch Atkins was strong and the offense was terrific. A 9-2 win last night, 3 in a row for them.
I think the guys took advantage of an opportunity last night. As simple as that. They got a lefty on the mound. This team has hit lefties pretty well lately. Mace stacked the lineup with righties, and the guy on the mound last night, Barbosa, wasn't throwing hard, low 80s, and he was bothered by some shoulder tightness, but doesn't throw hard to begin with. And the Revs jumped on him for 3 in the first, which set the tone, got everybody going, and I think the guys were energized to play in front of the home crowd. It had been a week, so after going as far south as you can go and then as far north as you can go in this league, as you mentioned last night, I think they were ready to get back home, and they showed it last night.
Now 19-15 after the win last night, only 5.5 back in third place in the division. If you weren't with us, as Michael said, it was a tremendous start last night, scoring 3 in the first. Dotel had the big hit. And the pitch to Dotel, driven in the air, straightaway center. Vega turns, going back, deep center field. It's over his glove. One hops the fence. Mitchell around to score. Casilla into third, and Wellington Dotel starts a new streak in the first inning tonight. He blasts an RBI double to the fence in dead center. And the Revs with a 1-0 lead at second and third, still nobody out. And innings 1 through 8 really last night. The offense was at least threatening. They would add on to their lead. Zach Wilson at the plate in the fourth.
Here's the 2-2 to Wilson. Shot over the drawn-in infield. That's into left field off the glove of Bonifacio. A single. Casilla comes in to score. Make it 6-1 Revs. 2 runs here in the inning. Their second multi-run inning.
And that was in support of Mitch Atkins, who was on his game.
Some good accolades there from Emilio. Now the pitch, the 1-2 on the outside corner, strike 3, and Atkins fans the side. 2 looking, 1 swinging in the inning, and that's how we end things here in the 5th. Revs lead at 6-1 after 4.5.
Another big shot coming from the man who will be our pregame guest tonight, Tyler Clark, in the 5th inning.
The 1-2. Clark sends one in the air to deep left field. Going back is Washington, and that ball is not coming back. Tyler Clark gets a hanging curveball and puts one over the arch nemesis. It's now 7-1 Revs. You hang them, we bang them. Tyler Clark, his second home run of the season. He trots around home plate, and I just got done talking about the success that Clark has seen from the right side of the dish, and it continues here. Both home runs this season for Tyler from the right side.
And Tyler will talk with Michael about that new approach from right-hand hitting only and the power stroke going for him here of late. Big contributor again last night, and the Revs with the 9-2 win. Tonight trying to make it 4 in a row. Dominic Severino gets the ball. 2-2 with a 3.68 ERA. Major League veteran Jair Jurgens will go for Long Island. He is 2-2 with an ERA of 4. through his first 5 starts. Coming up on the pregame, Michael chats with Tyler Clark. We'll get Mace's thoughts on last night's win as well. First pitch tonight set for 6:30 here in York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Smart shoppers, you know a good deal when you see one, and Giant's got tons of them. Just keep a lookout for our wow price signs, and you'll be well on your way to smart choices and great everyday savings. Plus, we've got thousands of everyday low prices and bonus buys that'll save you even more. So the signs that you're one smart cookie are all around you.
At Giant, if you're ever fourth in line at checkout, your groceries are free. It's just one of the ways we're making grocery shopping better. My Giant. Available in Pennsylvania stores only. Some restrictions apply.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
When your kids are bored, your garage is overflowing, and your patio furniture is on its last legs, you need Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all year long. Shop our impressive selection of in-stock structures or work with our professionals to customize a made-to-order structure that meets all your needs. Visit Penn Dutch Structures on site at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail. That's Penn Dutch Structures on site at the Markets at Shrewsbury.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Michael Marcantonini back here on the pregame show alongside Revs catcher Tyler Clark. Tyler, big night last night, a home run, a walk, and a hit by pitch on base 3 times. But we'll start with the home run. You got a hanging curveball and sent one out over the arch nemesis. How did it feel to put one out here in front of the home crowd?
The arch nemesis, huh? Is that the name you give it?
That's the name. That was coined years ago, so we're rolling with it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, anytime you can excite the crowd here at York, it's great. It's always a great feeling. So.
Second home run of the season now. You getting that power stroke going?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the little things, really. I'm not trying to do anything too big. The home runs will come. I'm just trying to hit the ball hard and find a hole somewhere.
Recently, over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, you've been hitting exclusively right-handed. Is that something that you're permanently going to stick with, or do you think you'll go back to switch hitting at some point?
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking it day by day. Right now, I just feel like my right-handed swing, I can get in there and compete at a consistent level. And like I said, I take it day by day, so right-handed it is for right now.
Is that your natural side, righty?
Yeah, that's my natural side.
So you grew up hitting right-handed, and then when did you develop switch hitting?
Young age. I have 3 brothers, and when we were young, man, we played wiffle ball just about as often as we can get outside. We would just mess around, right-handed, left-handed. Everybody did it. So I just had a knack for it, and I just went with it from there. Really, so
now that you're sticking with righty for the time being, what adjustments have you made, whether it's in the cage, in batting practice with the coaches, or even in game?
Trying to stay shorter. I think that was my biggest thing. I got in the cage, worked with Polo a couple times before I started getting into this groove, and I just felt like I started getting really short to the ball, getting the barrel to the ball better, and like I said, just trying to do the little things. Trying to do too much, you're going to start, over swinging, head pulling off. It's the little things I've been concentrating hitting on.
There was that day game, or one of the games in Lancaster, where you were in the cage really early in the morning with Polo, and then you hit a home run later that day. Is that when things started to click?
Yeah, I think that was the day it started to click. Just that's when I really started focusing on this approach. You know, it really has come together, and I haven't really strayed away from that approach, really.
Defensively, what was the game plan last night with Mitch? He ended up getting his first win, and he threw the ball really well. What was the talk between you guys before the game or even during?
Yeah, we talked about the hitters before the game, tried to see if anybody knew anything about them beforehand. First time around, we just kind of had a feel for what they were doing. We were attacking them, trying not to give them too much of the plate. And, after that second time, third time around now, we had a pretty good idea what we wanted to do. We talk a lot, beforehand. We'll look at the lineup, see who's coming up, and try to have a game plan before we have the hitter up in the box. So Mitch and I, we communicate really well, and we go out there with a game plan.
You were with Lancaster last season, so you know some of these hitters in the Atlantic League. You even know some of the guys on this team from playing last year with Lancaster. So how does that familiarity help you with calling pitches behind the plate and when certain guys are coming up?
Oh, yeah, it's everything, really. You got to know the hitter, A lot of these ballparks, a quick poke here in left field or left center, the ball's flying here. So you got to know these hitters' weaknesses. You got to know your pitcher's strengths and kind of just mesh it together.
You've had a really successful season so far, throwing to bases, throwing runners out. You've already thrown out 10 runners on the base path. So what's been the key to that success this year?
Just doing what you know. Again, try not to overdo anything. Just quick release, put a good throw in the bag.
What do you do on a day-to-day basis when you know you're going to be in the lineup to get ready both offensively and defensively?
Really, it's just getting my body ready. Loosening up is big for me. And I get my work in with Polo every day. That's whether I'm in the lineup or not. But yeah, for the most part, it's just get my body ready for that 9 innings behind the dish.
All right, Tyler, thanks for the time. Hopefully a few more hanging curveballs come your way and continue success.
Yeah, I'd love those.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Revs catcher Tyler Clark, good stuff with Michael on the pregame tonight. He has definitely been a bright spot here through these first 35 games. Big home run for him last night. We'll take a quick break, check in with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Nitro Circus presents the Next Level Tour. In 2018, we're stepping things up a notch and taking the world's biggest ramps on the road. These are the ramps that have only been seen at Travis Pastrana's house and the Nitro World Games. And now they're coming to you. So come check it out, York. This tour is too big for indoors. This tour is Next Level. Coming to People's Bank Park on Friday, June 15th. Tickets on sale now through nitrocircus.com.
Smart shoppers, you know a good deal when you see one. And Giant's got tons of them. Just keep a lookout for our wow price signs, and you'll be well on your way to smart choices and great everyday savings. Plus, we've got thousands of everyday low prices and bonus buys that'll save you even more. So the signs that you're one smart cookie are all around you.
At Giant, if you're ever fourth in line at checkout, your groceries are free. It's just one of the ways we're making grocery shopping better. My Giant. Available in Pennsylvania stores only. Some restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, another good win last night. Before we get to that, we got the news that one of your former pitchers, Edward Paredes, got called up again last night. Always excited to see that. Pitched well, got in the game for the Dodgers. We might see, hopefully we see Detweiler at some point this year as well. But when you see that from one of your former guys, what's your reaction as his former manager to see him get that opportunity again?
Well, I mean, you're proud of him, and you're happy for him. Particularly just to be able to see a guy that you know so well and know how hard he worked when he was here, and and I'm sure he's working just as hard as he did, if not harder, where he's at, and just staying with it and being consistent, being persistent, and getting an opportunity and then taking advantage of it. So it's really exciting to see him pitch, and then against my hometown team last night too. But I'm so happy for him, and it's so well deserved.
Yeah, no doubt. And the game last night, you come home, get another win, and last night everything kind of went together. The pitching, the hitting. Some good defensive plays as well. Starting with Mitch, what did you see from Atkins last night? He's certainly deserved of a couple of wins, but to finally get one.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he located the ball well. He used both sides of the plate. I thought him and Tyler were on the same page basically all night. I mean, there were a couple situations where he made some pretty good pitches, and but overall, I thought he was out there. The pitch count probably got a little bit higher than he wanted, but still 90-some pitches through almost 6 innings. I mean, that's he did a good job and pitched out of some stresses there a couple times and minimized the damage. So, I mean, the only runs that were scored were the balls that went to the backstop pretty much. So, I mean, and one of them was on Tyler and one was on Mitch. So, I mean, that happens. You're trying to bury a ball with a runner at third base, and sometimes that happens. But, when you have a big lead, you can do that. And, so it was not a big deal at all. And, I thought Tyler called a great game, and, Mitch looked better. I mean, he looked better. He looked more comfortable last night, so it was a really good outing for him.
And Tyler hit another long ball. Michael just interviewed him about that, but I know that's a guy that you're seeing work hard, and good to see the results come with that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, him and Polo have been putting a lot of time in the cage and working on approaches and different mechanical things with the swing. So if you notice, Tyler's been going strictly right-handed. He hasn't been switch hitting. He hasn't hit from the left side for a while. So I think he's finding a little more comfort on the right side. And I told him I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if he's more comfortable there and he can be productive, or if he feels like he can be, I mean, then go ahead and do that.
With the offense, each of the last 3 games, there's maybe been an inning or two where you leave a little bit out there, but it doesn't seem to linger. Your guys come right back, put the pressure on again, and usually come through the next time. Is that a really encouraging thing where, earlier in the year, maybe some of those missed opportunities led to losses, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. You're going to have some opportunities out there, and we're creating our own opportunities, because when we're running across a pitcher that's a little bit wild now, we're not striking out as much sometimes, and we're taking our walks and we're getting the bases loaded or 2 guys on, and and then you need to get a ball in play. And early in the year we would maybe strike out twice and pop up or something like that, but right now the guys got more at bats under their belts, and they've been in that situation a little bit more. I think early in the year you press, you have bases loaded, you want to come through, and you want to do something really good for yourself and the team, and sometimes you just overthink it and you press a little bit. So I think now we're a lot more relaxed. I think the guys are more comfortable, and in certain hitting situations that you don't get to work on all the time.
We touched on it briefly last night, but it was the first game against Long Island. A lot of new guys over here. How quickly do you get a sense of what guys are trying to do when you see them for the first time, and you start to build that sort of scouting report as you go?
Well, I mean, I think the first at bat usually, I mean, you can get a pretty good handle on a guy, what he's trying to do. You can watch his swing, even if he fouls the ball off, and you can tell guys that are trying to hook the ball. You can tell guys that are trying to stay inside the ball and hit it the other way. I mean, you have the hook swing, the inside out swing, the guy that's a free swinger, so you try to take you try to take all that into account and make some notes, and and I think Fletch and I think we do a pretty good job of trying to evaluate what the other team's trying to do to us, and then try to come up with a game plan for that.
Lastly, you've got Severino tonight, and I would imagine that this is one that he's looking forward to. He had the one where he was really sick, and then the next one, as you told us, his pre-start or the 5-day routine was still impacted by that illness.
Yeah, he was, those last 2 starts for me, you can throw them out. I mean, he was sick the one time, and like we said, he couldn't get his regular routine work in before the last start. So he's been much healthier this time in between starts. He's been able to get all his work in. So I'm sure he's just chomping to get out there tonight and compete.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Revs set to take the field here shortly. Overcast but warm evening here at People's Bank Park, feeling a little more like summer as we get toward mid-June. And the Revs introduced as they are set to take the field tonight, looking for win number 4 in a row. Now they'll wear special Revs fan club hats that will be auctioned off here tonight. White panel in front with the Revolution blue around the rest of it. Our Field of Dreams team.
Cougar Little League.
Dallastown Cougar Little League taking the field with them. We'll listen in tonight here on our national anthem at People's Bank Park as we get set to go.
Fans, please rise, remove all cover, and welcome Julia Ty Howie for the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets raked there, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, very nicely done. Our national anthem here tonight at People's Bank Park. And it couldn't help but laugh. The Little Leaguers from Dallastown Cougars Little League, they couldn't figure out which base they wanted to stop at when they took the field with the Revs tonight, our Field of Dreams team. It was almost like kids run the bases, and I thought they were going to do it a second time, get a second lap in as they figured out which stopping point they wanted.
They were all over the place out there, and Dom's got to mess with the dirt on the mound because there was like 7 or 8 kids on the mound with him.
Now the Revs and Ducks just about set to go tonight. Starting lineups brought to you by Flying Feet. For Long Island, Jordani Valdespin will lead off at second. Taylor Ard, the third baseman, bats second. Travis Snyder in right field will hit third. Lou Ford is the left fielder, batting fourth. And Jacob Ledbetter, the outfielder, will hit fifth. in the cleanup spot tonight. David Washington, center field tonight. He will hit 5th. Ramon Cabrera, the catcher, is batting 6th. Cody Puckett at designated hitter is batting 7th. Alex Soleil, the first baseman, will hit 8th. And Dan Lyons at shortstop batting 9th. Again, Valdespin, Ard, Snyder, Ford, Washington, Cabrera, Puckett, Soleil, and Lyons. They give Emilio Bonifacio the night off tonight. Ard hitting in that 2-hole. For the Revs tonight, Jared Mitchell in right field will start it off. Alexi Casilla at second base bats 2nd. Wellington Dotel in left field will hit 3rd. Michael Burgess, the cleanup man at first base, had the night off last night. Melky Mesa is back. First time in almost a week. He will DH and bat 5th. Ruby Silva in center field tonight hitting 6th. The night off for Spoonie. Jose Cuevas at third base bats 7th. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, batting 8th. And Luis Cruz is in there behind the plate tonight with Dom. Cruz batting 9th and catching. Again, it's Mitchell, Casilla, Dotel, Burgess, Mesa, Silva, Cuevas, Dent, and Cruz for the Revs. And Severino set to go. He's 2-2, 3.68 ERA in 7 starts. 36 2/3 innings, 37 hits, just 8 walks in 7 starts, 21 strikeouts. And opponents hitting at 272. He went 4 innings, 2 runs a couple of starts ago when he was sick. And coming into that one, his ERA 2.57. Mays said that for him, he would throw out the last 2. And that makes sense. The last one, he didn't have his normal 5-day routine. It did impact him. 4 2/3, 6 runs, 5 earned, and an uncharacteristic 3 walks in Sugar Land. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch tonight is in for a strike, and we are underway. 6:35 our start time as Valdespin leads it off for the Ducks. Severino into his windup, the 0-1, and a bunt try, drag. Casilla's going to charge from second, a bare hand try. He tumbles over, never was able to get a handle on it. It lays there on the edge of the dirt, and Valdespin has a bunt base hit to start the night.
Just a perfect bunt right there, and not much you can do about it. Casilla's playing back. I mean, why would you play in on the leadoff batter of the game as the second baseman? So, just a nice idea there from Valdespin, and it worked out.
I'm going to bring up Taylor Ard. Severino, the big thing his last start, he didn't have feel for anything. He was just trying to throw strikes, and that was the result of not being able to do his normal work in the 5 days between starts. First pitch here, it's over for a strike. 0-1 on Ard, who's hitting at 273, 2 home runs in 10 games played. They move him up to the 2 spot tonight. Bonifacio the night off. Ducks in the alternate black jerseys with orange numbers and letters. Revs in the alternate home whites with the shoulder striping. As Severino checks over, Valdespin a dive back. He is 7 for 9 in steals. 87 degrees at the start tonight on the stadium board. Cloudy, but a good warm night for baseball. Weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Severino, the 0-1, and inside off the glove of Cruz, goes to the backstop. Valdespin will move up. That almost hit Ard, who stood tall, let it go by right in front of his ribs. And it will be a pass ball on Cruz, runner at second, as Severino still looks for his first out.
Maybe the 2 got crossed up right there, because that's a ball that Cruz is normally going to catch. Any catcher normally going to catch inside. I thought the pitch hit Ard at first. So it's tough to have to go inside there and grab it if you think it hits the guy. But now Sev has a little bit of trouble to work with.
Now ready. Look back, the 1-1, and that misses high. Our plate on tonight is James Clayton, Mike Williams at first, Brian DeBrouwer, the crew chief, at third base. Great note from Michael that after last night's win, the all-time series tied at 106 between these two. Revs a little bit better in the postseason, though, 6-1. Here's the 2-1. And a chopper toward third and foul right past Kevin Baez, the manager who does do the third base coaching. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Revs 58-44 against Long Island all-time at home, so significant success here at Peoples Bank Park against the Ducks.
A 9-2 win last night. There's the stretch from Severino. The 2-2, and a bouncing ball to short. Runner will have to stay put. Dent gloves it, fires, and got him at first. Valdespin has to stay at second. That one bounced right in front of him, and there's one away.
That's a good out right there, an unproductive out for Ard. That's what Sev wanted him to do, hit a hard ground ball to that side. Either that, a pop-up strikeout, something that doesn't move the runner over, and he got one there.
Now here is Travis Snyder, right fielder tonight, hitting at .246, 3 home runs. His last 10 games, he's hit .333 in those 10s. Raised his average almost 30 points. First pitch, it is just inside. Big league vet got off to a little bit of a slow start this year. They've moved the outfield around tonight. Washington in center, Ford in left. Ford was the DH last night. Same order, though, for these guys in the middle. On the stretch, Severino checks twice, the 1-0. And a swing and a pop foul. That'll sail out of play off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. Revs' 3-game winning streak is their 4th of the year of 3 games or longer. Longest is 4. Trying to match that tonight. They are 4 games over 500, which ties their high water mark again. 10-7 at home, 9-8 on the road. On the stretch, Severino with the 1-1. And a backdoor breaking ball. Man, that looked good, but he didn't get it.
That's a great pitch right there. Go away to a left-handed hitter, try to get him to go the other way. So again, the runner won't move up. That's a good spot right there. I'm surprised he didn't get the call.
Hopefully, it's the first time that the plate ump sees that pitch tonight, and he'll recognize it next time. Now the 2-1, and a pop-up foul. Carrying back toward the roof. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Severino comes right back, makes his next pitch. He is only 24 years old, native of Cheshire, Connecticut. Second year in the league, opened eyes with Bridgeport in September of last year. Revs took him in the player dispersal draft. Tonight making his 8th start with York, 11th in the league. He fires, and a swing and a high fly toward the line and right. Mitchell, a long run into foul territory, and it is out of our sight line. And apparently the catch was not made. I'm not sure how close he came. Couldn't see any of that down there in the corner, but Snyder does still have life.
I lost it. I don't even know if it bounced back in play or what, but there was a ball last night that Washington hit a triple down the line and couldn't see anything happen after the ball came down. Not a good view of that corner here from where we are.
Severino, before the last 2 starts, his ERA was 8th in the league. Again, the last 2 impacted by illness, less than 5 innings in both. He's ready, the 2-2. Swinging a line drive to center field, down for a hit. Valdespin hesitated, and he will trot to third and stop. He made sure that it got down. A little air under it, but Silva could only play it on a bounce. It is a hit for Snyder. First and third with 1 out. They'll go after Lou Ford next.
Well, Ford hit into 2 double plays last night, so they got that going for them. One was a humpback liner to second, the other is 6-4-3 double play. Maybe it was 4-6-3. I got to double check. No, 6-4-3. So not a lot of speed from Lou, so they could turn one. Be a great time for Dom's first strikeout of the game.
Revs have turned 7 double plays the last 3 games. on this winning streak. First pitch to Ford, it's down and away. Ford hitting at 270, 3 home runs, 5th in the league with 26 RBIs. 41 years old. Turned 42 in August. It's his 9th season with Long Island. It's the 1-0 and taking all the way, called strike. He's got 6 years in the majors, 5 with the Twins, 03 through 07. And you said he was on that video game in 05?
I'm almost positive he was. Had to have been.
Severino ready. And the 1-1, breaking ball, swing and a miss, a high slider, but got Ford to fan on it, 1-2. This is his 5th year as a player coach.
Really?
Yeah.
It's making it a regular thing in Long Island.
And now they've added John Brunell as another one as the pitching coach. He'll be their starter tomorrow night. Severino ready. 1-2. And a swing and a nubber. Severino hustles in, gloves, flips to Cruz. Got the tag on Valdespin. Out at the plate. 2 down in the inning. And Severino could sniff that as soon as it was hit weakly in front of the plate. He knew he wanted to come home, hustled in, grabbed it cleanly, and dealt it off to Cruz, who puts on the tag. Valdespin had a bat in his way as he was trying to slide into the plate. Never mind Cruz waiting for him as well.
That's a great play by Dom. Athletic play to get off the mound, have composure to get down and field that, then make the flip. A lot of guys will rush that and try to glove flip or won't be able to pick up the ball, but he stayed composed, made the flip. And for Valdespin, going on contact on a slow chopper, not a bad idea.
And now first and second, 2 outs. David Washington, late swing, and he fouls it against the net. And that's that end section that was raised this offseason. That would have been a dangerous shot back into the stands last year. Washington, left-hand hitter, batting .257, had a 3-hit game last night, his first of the year. 6 homers, is tied for 3rd in the league with Dent and Burgess. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Severino keeps it down and away, took a little off. Washington does have the most strikeouts in the league, 10 more than the next highest total. He's got 51 in 30 games played.
See the K-Man tonight?
No. Better be at some point this weekend. 0-2. And a ground ball rolled toward the middle, but they had him played to pull. It's into right center. And Snyder around third will score on an 0-2 pitch. Washington rolls it over, but Casilla had him shaded toward first base on the pull defense. And he hit it past a fairly normal second base position, but has an RBI single on it. 1-0 Long Island here in the top of the first.
Just hit them where they ain't, that's what that is. And like you mentioned, it's probably a playable ball if Casilla's not shading all the way over that way, but it's what the scouting report read. They played him to pull, and Washington delivers. And on an 0-2 pitch, gotta believe Dom wants that one back with 2 outs, and especially after he got that bang-bang play at home for out number 2.
Here's Cabrera, switch hitting catcher, slices the first one to left, but Dotel moving toward the line is right there. Squeezes the liner to end the inning. Ducks do score 1 on 3 hits, 2 men left. And at the end of a half inning tonight, it's Long Island 1 and the Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Nothing. Long Island with the lead is their first lead on this visit to York. And the Revs will go up against former Big League All-Star Jair Jurgens. Had his best years with Atlanta. He's 2-2 in 5 starts, ERA of 4. 27 innings, 30 hits, only 6 walks, 16 Ks. Opponents hitting .280, no home runs allowed. His last 2 starts have been particularly good. Last time out, 6 shutout innings of 1 hit ball against New Britain. A no decision, though. It took the Ducks 15 innings to win it. The one before that did get a win against Somerset. 2 runs, only 1 earned. So last 2 starts, 11 innings combined, 1 earned run. And Jared Mitchell will lead things off. Jurgens still has another warm-up remaining. We're on Jair time here at the start tonight. And now we're set to go.
What's the time difference? A couple hours?
It's a couple minutes at least.
That sounds like it could be a time zone. Jair time zone, Jair time. On West Coast time, I'm on Jair time.
Well, he does speak 4 languages, so I'm sure he's been to some time zones. Yeah. He's a Curacao native. Jared Mitchell will lead it off. 13-game hitting streak. Jurgens from the stretch. First pitch, overhand delivery. It's a called strike. Mitchell at 294 overall. 3 homers, 12 driven in. It's been an on-base machine on this tear. Second in the league in runs scored now. 0-1. And he swings, bounces it to first base. Stepping up is Soleil, gloves it right next to the bag and steps on first. And Jurgens retires his first batter of the night. That 2-out single from Washington, Michael, you can't defend everything, and you hope that your scouting reports and shifts take away more than they give up.
And it seems like they have for the most part. The Revs have been really good about shifting and picking the spots to shift, specifically with their center fielders. That's the one I've noticed the most, and that's paid off.
Here's Alexi. First pitch, he watches it low. Casilla 9th in the league in hitting, 324. Couple home runs, 13 driven in. First time at the Revs face Jurgens, first series of the year against the Ducks. A 1-0, and a swing and a tip foul behind the plate over toward Dotel, who's on deck. Jurgens 86 pitches last time out. That was a season high. The 6 innings of 1 hit ball. Retired 10 straight at one point. Walked 2, struck out 5. The 1-1. And Casilla tries to bunt his way on, but fouls it back to the backstop. Jurgens, a Major League All-Star in 2011 with Atlanta. The game was played at Chase Field in Phoenix. That one stands out to me, not so much the game, but just the couple of days, because we were hosting the All-Star game in York right in that same week. Remember watching the big league game on TV. Pitch to Casilla is popped up. Shallow right center. Valdespin out from second. It's Snyder who's in from right field to handle it. Fly ball to the right fielder, 2 up, 2 down here in the first.
Well, you probably haven't gotten a chance to watch many full All-Star games in a long time, have you?
I have not. I used to.
You're probably on air because our All-Star break's usually a week apart from theirs.
Yeah, well,
Major Leagues.
Depending on the year, yeah. There have been Before the Revs, I would watch them all start to finish.
Right.
Obviously, the Ducks are hosting this year's Atlantic League All-Star Game. Here's Dotel, who's 10th in the league in hitting at .315. He ought to get some looks for that. And pitch from Jurgens is down low. Maybe he's a shoo-in with 17-game streak that he had. We'll see. Voting is open.
He's got a pretty good case. I think it speaks for itself.
He has hit in 21 of his 24 with York. Pitch in tight, raises the arms up, 2-0.
Since he's been here, Wellington has just added another big presence to the lineup. I mean, he has hit in almost every game this year, but even if he's not hitting, he's still a guy that you circle in the lineup card and say, I got to make sure I get this guy out, keep him off base.
Now the 2-0, and it's a called strike. You know, 3-hole hitters don't grow on trees.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way Zach Wilson and Michael Burgess have been hot and cold this season, streaky. It's nice to have a guy like Wellington who's just been so consistent since he's arrived.
Here's the 2-1, and a swing and a towering fly left center. He just got under it. Ford from left field camped under it, and he'll give way to Washington from center, who came over. Ford stopped and stood like a statue, and he was called off by his center fielder. 1-2-3, first inning for Jurgens. We go to the second. The Ducks with an early 1-0 lead.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing. Flying Feet. Flying Feet sports shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track? On the street? In the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless. Flying Feet. Flying Feet sports shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the second, 1-0 Long Island, and first pitch swinging Cody Puckett dribbles one to third. Cuevas has it, throws across to first for the out. One pitch out to begin the second inning. Puckett coming back this year after a torn ACL last season, DHing tonight. Severino at 21 pitch first inning, so a good start here to inning number 2.
Took a little while for him to get in a little bit of a groove, start finding the strike zone, get on the same page as Cruz, but first pitch out is key here in the second.
And here is Alex Soleil, who watches a strike. Left-hand hitter hitting at 226. And a wind from Sev, the 0-1, and it's just low. Ball and a strike. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight. Jay Goss hopefully throwing soon. Pitch and a fastball. That's in for strike 2. He's been on the rest program with the elbow. Frank DiGiulio Jr. on the DL with the elbow. Melky Mesa back in tonight, DHing from that quad strain. There's the 1-2. And he pokes it the other way, base hit to left field. This one on a 1-2 pitch. And it was down and away. Soleil went down and filleted it. Just reaching and poking it out of the reach of Cuevas at third.
Soleil, I mean, it's spelled S-O-L-E. It's spelled like soul, but it's a fancy pronunciation.
Yeah, I called him Soul the first couple times last night because I came in straight from a meeting.
Yeah. Not enough time to get the prep in.
No.
Look at the pronunciation guide.
No. Here's Dan Lyons, 1 on, 1 out. First pitch to him, fastball. It's a called strike. Lyons, one of their big contributors over the years. Championship Series MVP in 2012 with a waddle off, as they call it, squeeze bunt.
Really?
I can't make that up.
Squeeze bunt to win it.
Oh, I thought you meant really to the waddle off.
Well, that too. That more so, I guess I should wonder about that.
Here's a pitch high, throw to second will be late. It goes into center. Soleil is up, thought about it, he'll stop, and he got a jump before Severino came home. He steals second, got way too big of a jump. It's a ball and a strike to Lyons.
He stole that bag on Severino. Nothing Cruz could do. But you're right. That is a better thing to question, that they called it a waddle off. I mean, does that sound like a good thing to most people?
Well,
not a walk off, a waddle off. Jeez.
I guess it's what ducks do. It's how they walk.
Yeah, I figure. I mean, I put that together, but still.
Now look back, and the 1-1 swing, and it's beaten foul behind the plate. Casilla came in from second there. Soleil another big lead, but Severino focusing on the hitter. Lyons in his 8th year with Long Island, second longest tenured behind Ford. This year, though, the beginning of it has been a struggle for him, hitting 158. 1 for 26 the last 9. Here's the stretch. Look back at second, the 1-2. And he lines it to center. Silva coming in, and it's down in front of him, and it skips behind. Soleil will come around third and score. Lyons scampers into second. It's 2-0 Long Island. I will never, ever again talk about a hitter struggling. As he dumped that one in right in front of Silva, he was very due, I suppose. Severino's been hurt by the 2 strike hits early in this game. That's 3 of the 5. And Lyons does get a double. Silva never did have a glove on it on that in-between hop. 2-0 Ducks lead. My bad. Reverse jinx. Here's Valdespin at the top. First pitch is down and in, ball 1. When will I learn, Michael?
I remember, I think it was one of the times Groats was on the mound. He hadn't walked a guy in forever, and then he walks the guy in the first inning of that game. He mentioned it.
I sure did.
You're like, I'm going to stop talking right now.
Here's a fly ball out to right field. Mitchell a step back, and that allows him to run in under it. Makes the play, gets his weight into the throw, right to Dent, who cuts it. And nowhere for Lyons to go. He'll stay at second with 2 down. Valdespin now 1 for 2 in the night. He had a bunt hit to start the game. And Taylor Ard, the hitter, with 2 outs. Runner at second base. He grounded out to short his first time tonight. Dent and Lyons, 2 really good defensive shortstops, having a chat at second. There's the stretch from Severino. And the first pitch to Ard, it misses down and away. Ard relatively new to the league, just his 11th game played tonight. Last 2 years in the Marlins system, high A and double A. 3 years ago, led the Frontier League in homers with 30. There's the stretch, a look back. Lyons gets a little more. Pitch to Ard is bounced foul down the third base side, in and out of the front row. Hopefully that hit a seat and not a person. 1-1.
Well, anytime you can hit 30 long balls in a season, regardless of the level, that's a pretty solid year. Frontier League's pretty good baseball. It's a younger league. I believe the age limit is 27 or 28. Can't be older than that to play, so 30 bombs in that league, pretty solid.
Originally a 7th round pick of the Mariners. Here's the 1-1, and a slider breaks away. They've had a lot of guys in this league that have started their career in that league and have come here. And have come here and have gotten signed. So there's all sorts of career paths. There's the stretch from Dom. And a look back, the 2-1. Fastball down and away. 89 on that heater. But behind Ard, 3-1. Runner at second with 2 outs, trying to hold him to 1 run here this inning. Now the stretch, Severino, the 3-1, and a little tap foul over toward Travis Snyder, who's on deck. He'll make a kick save on that as it rolls his way. A full count. Severino 16 pitches so far this inning, 37 total for the night. I want to see him get back to those clean innings he was having before that nasty illness. Now he's set, looks back and delivers. And a swing and a dribbler toward the middle, dent to his left. He's got it cleanly, fires to first, and that's the inning. 1 run scores on 2 hits. 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's Long Island 2, York nothing.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Smart shoppers, you know a good deal when you see one. And Giant's got tons of them. Just keep a lookout for our wow price signs, and you'll be well on your way to smart choices and great everyday savings. Plus, we've got thousands of everyday low prices and bonus buys that'll save you even more. So the signs that you're one smart cookie are all around you.
At Giant, if you're ever 4th in line at checkout, your groceries are free. It's just one of the ways we're making grocery shopping better. My Giant. Available in Pennsylvania stores only. Some restrictions apply.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and creative spirit of students as they pursue their intellectual promise. At York Country Day School, students are known and valued, which allows them to engage as compassionate, bold, and active citizens as they identify a purpose outside of themselves and generate the call to better the world. York Country Day School is currently enrolling students beginning at age 2 years, 7 months through grade 12. We invite you to visit for a day and stay for the education of a lifetime. For more information, visit www.ycds.org.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the 2nd inning, it is a 2-0 Long Island lead. Wheeling and dealing here, Michael. Phone calls, voicemails between innings.
Well, I mean, a lot of people want to talk to you.
I don't know why.
Gotta start using the do not disturb option on the iPhone.
Yeah. Michael Burgess will lead things off. Burgess, Mesa, Silva here this inning. And Jurgen's ready. Here is his first pitch. It is across for a strike. It was interesting that pregame Mace said that it really only takes an at-bat to figure out what a hitter is trying to do. And I would imagine they can figure it out from a pitcher fairly quickly. First time they're seeing him. Pitch to Burgess is pulled in the ground, but right to first. Soleil there near the line. He's got it. Takes it to the bag, and it might have broken the bat down off the end of it. One down here in the bottom of the second. We'll pause for station identification.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Now one down. Revs trailed 2-0, bottom two. Darrell Henry with Michael Mark Antonini tonight. Here's Melky Mesa back in, first time since Saturday. First pitch is a breaking ball low and away. He DHs tonight, and it was in the game last Saturday at Sugarland. He felt a little quad tweak. Here's the 1-0. And he swings, pops it up, middle of the infield, right above the mound, it looks like. First baseman Soleil is in at the front of the mound, and he's got it. Jurgens was hanging around, not sure which way to go. And Soleil cut right in front of his pitcher at the foot of the mound to handle it. A sky-scraping pop-up for out number 2.
And if for some reason that had dropped, it might have hit Jurgens in the head. He was just there. But that's one where you always have to have it in the back of your mind that that thing could drop. So often we see guys not communicate on pop-ups like that, or all 4 guys go and nobody wants to take charge.
Here's Ruby Silva with 2 down. First pitch, he swings and misses. A fastball down in the zone. Silva hitting at 260 with a home run, 11 driven in. Gets the start in center tonight. Night off for Spooney and Wilson tonight, both a night off. And the 0-1, that misses away. 2-0 Ducks, bottom 2. They've got 5 hits. Revs looking for their first base runner. Jurgens has retired his first 5 batters faced. He's got the orange and black spikes to match the uni. He fires, and a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Cabrera. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jair's looked really good, and he's executing with his catcher Cabrera. Those two are working well together. He's making pitches and throwing strikes, and he's making the Revs swing. They haven't struck out yet, but putting the ball in play, and the defense is doing the job behind him.
Here's a ground ball poked the other way at third. Art is up with it, moving to his left. Fires to first, and that'll end the inning. So Jurgens has retired his first 6 of the night. And we've played 2 tonight at Peoples Bank Park. Ducks in front, 2-0 the score.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
The York Revolution Superhero Night is, well, super. It's all happening Saturday, June 9th. An eco-friendly tote bag giveaway presented by York County Solid Waste Authority. High-flying stunt performances by Ex-Pogo. And, of course, your favorite comic book superheroes live and in person. And it's a Saturday at Peoples Bank Park. That means post-game inside the park fireworks presented by Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment. Superhero Night, Saturday, June 9th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Ducks in front as we head to the 3rd inning here tonight. The the Snyder, Ford, and Washington 3, 4, and 5 in the order for Long Island. 5 hits for the Ducks here in the early going. Snyder with one of those, a single and a run scored back in the first. And Severino will look for his first scoreless inning of the night. First pitch is inside. Cruz reaching for that. 1 ball, no strikes. Snyder's some significant big league time. There's the wind, the 1-0. And it caught the outside corner. Good spot. 1-1. 8-year big league vet. He's played with the Blue Jays, Pirates, and Orioles. Most recently 2015 with Pittsburgh and Baltimore. 1-1. And that's over for a strike. Good off-speed offering from Dom. Was a first-round pick out of high school, Snyder was. 14th overall by the Blue Jays in 06. There's the wind and the 1-2. A little bit low. Native of Kirkland, Washington. On the 2-2, and a swing and a fly ball straight away center. Silva trots back, drifting with it, still going back. It carries deep, and he makes the grab. He was so confident, almost nonchalant, just gliding back with it, and he makes an over-the-shoulder grab, cool as can be. 1 down here in the 3rd inning.
Well, that's Ruby. Does everything smooth, everything calm, under control out in center field again, and he's had a tough time out there tonight. Had that ball that he tried to not dive at, but tried to trap in front of him that got by him, and then there was another ball that dropped in front.
Here's Lou Ford. Severino missing low and away to him.
But the last time he was in center, or at least in center in this park, he made that diving grab in right center, tracked balls really well in all directions.
1-0, and that missed inside this time. Ford, a fielder's choice, his first time. Little dribbler in front of the plate that Severino came in, flipped home for an out. Pitch is a called strike inside corner. Ford has long been known as kind of an early count ambush guy, but he's been taking tonight. Here's the 2-1. That's inside. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster, after a day off, hosting the Road Warriors tonight, scoreless in the 2nd inning. The wind and the 3-1. It misses low. That is the first walk of the night as Ford takes his base, a 1-out runner. Sugar Land, a 3-0 lead at Southern Maryland in the 2nd inning, and Somerset's up 4-0 at New Britain, that game in the 3rd inning. Here it's 2-0 Long Island as we play in the 3rd. 1 on, 1 out. And David Washington to the plate. RBI single in the 1st tonight. He's now 4 for 5 in this series. He's in the majors for 3 games with the Orioles last season. First pitch is a fastball strike up around the belt. He's got a big strike zone. He's 6'5", 240. The call-up last year was the first of his career. Severino ready. The 0-1, and a fastball in there. Down in the zone this time, and that one at 94 on the stadium board. It's the thing about Dom, he doesn't always try to go to his hardest fastball. He'll move it. The 2-seamer, he deals, and a drive foul the other way. Washington sends it away down the left field side. But he's got low to mid-90s in there when he wants to ramp it up. Washington's RBI hit in the 1st inning came on an 0-2 pitch. Burgess holds Ford at first. The stretch, another 0-2 here. And a foul tip to the backstop. They really are not wasting pitches with 2 strikes. They're trying to get these guys out on pitches around the plate. Washington fouling off another one.
And Dom's a guy who will be around the zone a lot. He pounds the strike zone, uses both sides of the plate well. And he's going to make guys put the ball in play.
Now we'll try it again. And a ground ball, base hit to right, through the hole. On the right side of the infield, Washington 2 for 2. A pair of 0-2 singles tonight. It's first and second with 1 out. He is now 5 for 6 in this series thus far.
Great start to the series for him, and he's just getting the bat on the ball, finding holes. And last night it was a quiet 3-hit night, and so far today, his 2 hits have paid dividends.
Now, Ramon Cabrera, he lined out to left his first time. First and second, 1 out. First pitch, fastball, it's a called strike. Cabrera has hit safely in 5 straight. 8 for 19, 409 in those 5 games. It's been in the majors with the Reds, 74 games between 2015 and 16. The 0-1, and he swings, pops it up foul, out of play off to the left. He's only 5'8". Built like a catcher.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Short and stocky. But the other day, in between innings, he was catching the warm-up pitches, and I'm like, wow, this guy does not look like a pro baseball player. I thought it was like, he looks like he's in college or high school, just from the back, the way in his catcher stance.
Severino ahead of another hitter. The pitch, it's up high. This time he does go up out of the zone. And then you've got Tyler Clark, who's 6'5". Cruz is a big fella as well, 6'2", 225. Ducks right now carrying 3 catchers, although 1 on the DL. It's the 1-2. And a line drive to center, a base hit. Silva's got it on a hop. Ford was peeking back over his shoulder to be sure that it hit grass. He'll stop at third. Bases are loaded with 1 out. And Long Island with 7 base hits here in the first 3 innings tonight.
Dom's laboring again tonight. He's past the sickness issues, but Long Island, I mean, everybody's battling tonight. Fouling pitches off. Dom's had to work really hard.
57 pitches. Here with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Here's Cody Puckett, who grounded to third base his first time. Double play would be awfully big. First pitch is a fastball. It's a called strike. 90 on the gun.
A little 1-2-3 double play or a 6-4-3 tailor-made would be nice. Dom gets a lot of ground balls.
All ready to go. The stretch. Here's the 0-1. And in the dirt outside, Cruz, a run-saving knockdown. Almost had the glove turned the wrong way. That was one sliding slider. Might have been easier to backhand, but he stayed with it. Puckett is the K-man tonight, if you hear the chants. Chance for fried cheese. Here's the stretch, the 1-1, and a swing and a miss. High fastball, 1-2.
Haven't seen a lot of those swings and misses on fastballs, but if Dom can elevate that pitch and keep it where it's not too high, where it's at least tempting, he's going to have success with that pitch.
Now Puckett's gone up there in this at bat. Let's see if they stay up there. Here's the stretch. Setting up away. 1-2, and it just missed up and away. Cruz trying to usher it back and frame it. Just a little bit up and or out. 2-2. Fans don't care. They want their Maz sticks.
Yep.
They are not interested in hearing that it was just slightly out. Here's the stretch from Severino. Now the 2-2. Swing and a foul tip back to the net. And again, high fastball. This time Puckett does get a piece of it. 2-0 Long Island here in the top of the third. Severino trying to keep this thing close here early. Has a sign from Cruz. And another 2-2. Swing and another foul. Back off the netting. They keep going to the high, hard one. Puckett swung through it early in the at-bat. He's fouled off the last couple.
Dom's just not putting guys away tonight. No strikeouts in the game, but even without the strikeouts, it's taken him a lot of pitches to get certain guys out tonight. The Ducks are fighting pitches off, and Dom's just not able to get the out pitches.
Now steps off. I made a gaffe earlier tonight. Puckett didn't tear his ACL. It was a ruptured patellar tendon.
Okay.
And it took him out last year.
Where is the patellar tendon?
That's in the knee.
Okay.
Not pleasant, I'm sure. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him upstairs. And Dom picks a time for his first strikeout of the night. 2 down in the inning. Mozdix, the order will be placed. And with 2 down, Soleil the hitter. Fletch is going to come out right now and talk with Dom as they try to hold the Ducks scoreless in this bases loaded threat.
Again, he went with the high fastball right there. The velo was up on it. And that's a pitch that he can keep going to. He can live up there as long as you elevate it a little bit higher where a guy can't get under it and drive it out of the park, but also not too high where it's a ball and not tempting to swing at.
Not a bad time for a visit. This is a critical part early in this game. Revs down 2-0, bases loaded, 2 outs. On the other side, Jurgens has been on point early and has been his last couple of starts, so it could be a night where runs might be tougher to come by. Now here is Soleil, loaded with 2 outs. The first pitch, oh man, it hit him. First pitch fastball hit him in the back of the arm, and it forces in a run. 3-0. Soleil picks up his 6th RBI of the year the painful way.
Coming back after a strikeout, that's less than ideal, and to do it on the first pitch, I mean, honestly, to do it on the first pitch, I guess that's better than if he had 2 strikes on the guy and then hit him, but that's tough. He looked good finishing off Puckett in the last AB.
Yeah, certainly didn't want to do that. Tried to start him inside, maybe set up the rest of the at-bat, but now a 3-0 game. Here's Lyons. First pitch, that's in tight. Lyons an RBI double in the 2nd inning. Came in hitting just 158. He's done some damage against the Revs, though, in his 8-year Long Island career. It's the 1-0. And a ground ball, deep short. Dent dives, he's got it. Off balance throw to second, but it's late. And it's an infield hit, and it's 4-0 Long Island. Washington across to score. Dent did all that he could. And it's a miracle that falling down after a dive onto his throwing arm side, he was able to throw that ball to second as accurately as he did, but Soleil runs well enough to beat it, and Lyons has driven in 2.
Dent saved the 2nd run from scoring there with the dive, and that was a sweet dive. He glided, getting that ball in the glove right there, and you know, I guess you take the positive away there that the 2nd run didn't score, but it's been another tough inning for Sev.
Here's Valdespin at the top. First one's in tight. This will be the 8th hitter of the inning. Valdespin 1 for 2, a bunt single in the 1st inning. The Ducks with 8 hits now. They had just 2 runs on 7 hits at one point, but now 4-0 lead. Next one is on the outside corner, a called strike. It's 1-1. Valdespin entering the night 5th in the league in hitting, 344. Leads the league in runs scored by 7, hits by 4. Leads in slugging, tied for the lead in extra base hits. There's the 1-1 and a late swing. He slaps a ground foul, third base side. Revs will get some bullpen activity. Severino at 70 pitches. 4-0 Ducks here in the top of the third inning. And Tyler Cravey will get throwing on the stretch from Severino. And the 1-2. Swinging a line drive, hit the other way. Cabrera is in. They will stop Soleil at third. Everybody up one base. And it's an RBI single to left field for Valdespin. And that came on a 1-2 pitch. There have been way more hits with Severino ahead in the count than Dom would like tonight. And Long Island now with a 5-0 lead here in the top of the third inning.
All this with 2 outs in the inning. Dom, again, just doesn't have the put-away stuff. I don't know what it is tonight, but he's really, really, really had to work and struggling to find that third out here in the inning. Long Island hitting really well with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
And here is Taylor Ard. First pitch, breaking ball up and in. He tried to wear that on the shoulder and pick up an RBI. He is grounded out to shortstop both times. 9th batter of the inning. The Ducks, if the tech stats are right, they were hitting only 199 with 2 outs and men in scoring position coming in. Here's the 1-0. And a line drive base hit through the left side again. 1 run in. They're sending another one. Dotel up, throwing to the plate. A little late and taken in front. Throw back to first from Cruz, and Ard is back on safely there. A 2-run single to left field. Soleil and Lyons cross on it, and it's a 7-0 Long Island lead. 5 here in the third. And here comes Mace, and that will be all for Severino here tonight. His toughest start thus far. He's been off to such a terrific beginning to this season, but the last 2 starts really hurt by the illness, and tonight his roughest of the 8. And he will head off as Tyler Cravey makes his way in. An early pitching change tonight brought to you by Maple Donuts. Ducks with 5 in the inning and a 7-0 lead. First and second with 2 outs, and Cravey in the game when we come back.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
A tough one tonight for Severino. He'll give way to Cravey here with 2 outs in the third. 7-0 Long Island the lead. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. First and second, 2 outs. Travis Snyder, who started the inning with a flyout. First pitch is a called strike, outside corner. And 5 runs home this inning. The last 4 have all reached with 2 outs. The last 4 hitters producing all 5 runs with 2 outs. Cravey stretches. 0-1. And in the dirt, blocked by Cruz. Snyder tonight 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first. For Cravey, it's his 5th appearance. 2 1/3 innings, 2 runs. Shouldn't have given up 1 on Monday at New Britain, but they called a home run fair that was not. Alrighty, the 1-1, and that misses low. His appearances early on a little bit spotty in terms of the amount of work with all the rain and off days. And good one to get in there here early tonight. Obviously, they'd rather not go to the bullpen this early, but get him some work. His time is asked for. And he's a guy that certainly could contribute in a big way. Here's the stretch, the 2-1, and a drive the other way, deep left center. Dotel back at the track. It's gone. Opposite field, 3-run home run into the front of the playground area in left center. Travis Snyder goes the other way and hits it to the best spot in this ballpark, just right of the arch nemesis. It is an 8-run inning and a 10-0 Long Island lead.
That escalated in a hurry. It really did, and this is all with 2 outs.
Man.
It started with that, bases loaded, 2 outs, the hit by pitch after that strikeout, and things went south from there.
Now here is Lou Ford. He's hit into a fielder's choice, walked and scored. And Cravey's pitch, fastball, called strike. Now, the biggest inning by an opposing team this year was 11 in the 3rd game of the season, but 8-run 3rd as Cravey misses down low. The Ducks' biggest inning of the season is this. They had 7 in an inning multiple times previously. Cravey deals. Breaking ball yanked on a liner into the corner and left. It hits a railing foul and shoots out to Dotel. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Most of these hits had been singles until that Snyder home run. All but 1 had been singles. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a fly ball right field. Mitchell drifts back. Backpedaling, reaches up, and he's got it to end the inning. But Long Island with 8 on the board, 6 hits in the inning. And they have built a serious lead here early in this game. 10-0 Long Island as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Rough start here tonight, 10-0, Long Island with the lead. Tell you one thing, it would make for the biggest comeback in Revs history. If they can get something going over the next 7 innings. Jair Jurgens has retired his first 6. And Jose Cuevas, Ryan Dent, and Luis Cruz coming up.
It's still very early. A comeback, it could happen.
Bright side.
Be a nice night to set a record, comeback-wise.
Yes, sir. Cuevas hitting at 256, a home run and 10 driven in. Jurgens, the first pitch, it is a called strike. I don't think the folks in front of us in the Dietz and Blewett Insurance Diamond Deck are having their evening impacted and having a good time. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss, a breaking ball up in the zone.
No, they're just hanging out there, enjoying a good time at People's Bank Park.
A nice cold frosty brew in most of their hands.
Well, one of the guys down there looks like Jay Pritchett, the character on Modern Family. I don't know the actor's name, but he looks like Jay from Modern Family.
There's the 0-2. Called third strike. Jurgens spots up away. 89 on that one. Cuevas frozen on it. He didn't say a word. You could tell from his reaction he was thinking it might have been outside, but Jurgens has been pretty pinpoint early and gets that call.
Well, this Revs team has to feel a little deflated right now after they saw 8 guys cross home plate last inning, but again, I mentioned a few minutes ago, it's early, really early, and we know this Revs team can catch fire.
Here's Ryan Dent. First pitch, that's down low. Dent hitting at 241, 6 homers, tied for 3rd in the league, along with Burgess and Washington. From the stretch, the 1-0, swings and hits one high in the air toward the corner and right. Snyder, a long run back onto the track, and he's got just enough room on the middle of the warning track, approaching the line right in front of the groundskeeper shed. And Dent gives it a deep ride the other way, but Jurgens has now set down his first 8 of the night.
Let's just get one in the hit column, settle things down. Just get that one out of the way, and then they'll start to come.
Here's Luis Cruz.
Jurgens can just cruise right now on the mound with a 10-run lead, and he knows he has a few mistakes that he can get away with tonight because of that 10-run lead.
And the first pitch, fastball, called strike to Cruz. Lights are coming on about halfway here at People's Bank Park. Cruz at 243 with a homer. There's the 0-1 and a breaking ball low and away. He and Clark have basically been every other day switching the catching responsibilities. 1-1. And a ground ball jammed him, punched to short. Lyons has it, throws to first, and the side retired. Jurgens perfect through his first 3 with the big lead to work with. We go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. Revs trail the Ducks 10-0.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Not the start to tonight's game that the Revs wanted. The Long Island Ducks all over the York Revolution 10-0 as we start playing the 4th inning. Tyler Cravey back out for his first full inning of work. Got the final out of the 3rd, but not before 8 runs came across. 7 of them charged to Dominic Severino, the starter for the Revs. Sev gave up 9 of the 10 runs. The other was charged to Cravey. Travis Snyder hit a 3-run homer off of Cravey, and the 2 men on base were Severino's responsibility. Revs have gone down quietly in each of the first 3 innings. Jair Jurgens perfect for the Ducks through 3 frames. And now David Washington set to lead off the top of the 4th for the Ducks. Washington in the 5-hole tonight in center field. First pitch from Cravey, swing and a miss there from Washington. Washington, Cabrera, and Puckett 5, 6, 7 for Long Island. 1 run in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, then that 8th spot in the 3rd. Tyler Cravey on to just weather the storm right now. The 0-1 pitch from Tyler. Off the hands out to left center field. Dotel had him played out there, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Go back to the scouting reports there that the Revs use, and the defensive alignment. Dotel barely had to move. He was already shaded towards left center. Now with 1 down, here's the catcher, Ramon Cabrera. Cabrera 1 for 4 with a single last night, 1 for 2 with a single tonight. He scored a run. He had 1 of the runs in that 8-run 3rd. 8 of the 9 starters for the Ducks had a run in the 3rd inning. Only Cody Puckett did not score. Cabrera takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. All singles and then a home run. It capped off that 8-run inning. A couple walks and a hit by pitch mixed in there. 1 walk and a hit by pitch. Here's Cravey's 0-1. Low in the dirt. Breaking ball that Cruz stops. 1-1 the count. 1 down in the inning, no one on. Revs trail the Long Island Ducks 10-0. 10 runs on 11 hits, no errors for the Ducks. No runs on no hits, no errors for the Revs, who have not figured out Jair Jurgens to this point in the game. Cravey comes set. Now to the plate, the 1-1 pitch. The one misses just a little bit low. James Clayton at least thought it was low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cravey trying to get the 2nd out of the inning. Got Washington to fly out to left for out number 1. The 2-1 to Cabrera. Fouled back. It's 2-2. Cravey's last appearance came on June 4th at New Britain. Worked an inning. Gave up 1 run. It was earned. On 1 hit, it was a home run, but Darryl previously mentioned home run should not have been a home run.
Nope. allow me to reiterate.
Yeah, I was going to say, hop back on just to reiterate there. Revs down 10-0, 2-2 the count with 1 out on Cabrera. Fastball misses high and away, 3-2 the count. Got to get some instant replay in there, am I right?
Yeah, boy, wouldn't that be something if we had that.
Oh, man, games would be 4 hours long, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Could have helped, though, that night.
3-2 the count on Cabrera. Here's Cravey's pitch. Chopper out to second. Casilla waits back on it. Has it. Sidearm throw to first. Burgess is there at the bag. 2 up, 2 down for Cravey in the 4th.
The thing that was cool about the reaction to me, the guys in the bullpen, it's like a referee at the goalpost judging a field goal. I mean, they had the best look at it, and they went nuts, and rightfully so. But the thing that was cool about it to me is they were upset because it happened to their teammate. They're not just worried about themselves. This team really enjoys playing with and for each other.
Swinging at the first pitch is Cody Puckett. He sends one out of play, foul, and it's easy to get that vibe with these guys. And you talked to Mace about it, what was it, yesterday, and then the pregame interview, saying these guys care about each other. They want each other to succeed. It's a locker room that's meshed well since day one. You know, we're both in and out of there, whether it's talking to the coaches, players, or getting the lineups. We see these guys hanging out, playing cards, stuff like that. You know, 1 to Puckett, breaking ball in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. 2 up, 2 down for Cravey here in the 4th. He's looking for a 1-2-3 inning, which would be huge for this Revs team as a whole, as they've spent too much time in the field tonight. Ducks leading 10-0 in the top of the 4th. Puckett, a strikeout victim in the 3rd. He was the only man not to score a run in the inning for the Ducks as he takes a strike on the outer half, and that one might have been a gift strike. It looked a little bit off the plate, but instead called a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning, no one on. Just ever so slight breeze out to right center in the ballpark. Still a little bit of daylight piercing through. And the 2-strike pitch just low. Everybody in the Revs infield was headed back to the dugout, including Cravey was off the mound. And Darryl, that low strike not getting called tonight by James Clayton.
No. The dugout has the best view of that, to be right there at knee level, get a look from the side.
You figure in a 10-0 game, strike zone might expand a bit. And that one misses way outside, a curveball. Nice stop by Cruz. Count goes full with 2 outs. And not to say that the strike zone should get bigger if it's a blowout like this, and it's still early, but figure umpire may help a team out here and there. Maybe not. 3-2 from Cravey. Popped up foul out of play. An excuse me swing there from Puckett, who looked like it was all arms there to foul it off. So we'll do the 3-2 again. 2 outs in the inning, no one on. Revs trail the Ducks 10-0. The 8th spot for Long Island in the 3rd was the tie for the 2nd most runs that the Revs have allowed in an inning this season. They give up 8 against the Road Warriors in a game and 11 against Lancaster in a game earlier this year. Now a 3-2 pitch sent up the middle. It's a 2-out, 2-strike single for Cody Puckett. So no 1-2-3 inning for Cravey and the Revs. And the inning continues. Alex Soleil will grab a bat and hit. Soleil back at first base tonight. 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a run scored last night, but the 2 singles again were quiet, as were Washington's 3 hits last night. Those 2 the only guys really doing any damage. First pitch to Soleil is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs and a man on first. That's Puckett. Puckett's the K-man tonight. He already struck out. That strikeout came in the 3rd, so Mott sticks for everybody. Cravey's 0-1, a swing and a miss from Soleil, the left-handed hitter. Soleil on base tonight twice, scored 2 runs. He and Travis Snyder have each scored 2 runs for the Ducks. Single in the 2nd, a hit by pitch with the bases loaded in the 3rd. That started the rally. 0-2 pitch is dribbled out to second. Casilla waits back, throws over to Burgess. A stretch from Big Mike, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and there was a man left. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if the Revs can cut into this 10-0 deficit here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Revs trail the Ducks 10-0. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Michael Marcantonini alongside my broadcast partner Daryl Henry. No runs in the top of the fourth for the Ducks, and that's significant because it's the first inning they haven't scored in tonight. Tyler Cravey limited the damage to a 2-out single, and that was it in the fourth. And here in the bottom half of the inning, back to the top of the order for the Revs, and Jared Mitchell will lead things off. Mitchell, Casilla, Dotel, 1-2-3. Ducks a 10-run advantage. They've done it on 12 hits, so the scoring efficient tonight. 12 hits through 4 innings. They had 11 hits through 3. Revs will try to get something going against Jair Jurgens, starter for the Ducks, who's perfect through 3 innings. And Jair's first pitch of the inning is a fastball that misses high to the left-handed hitting Mitchell. It's 1-0. Jurgens, a guy who's spent parts of 8 seasons in the major leagues, a lot of full major league seasons in there. The 1-0 to Jared, misses low and inside, 2-0. Originally signed as a non-drafted free agent by the Detroit Tigers organization back in 2003. Made his way over to the Atlanta Braves organization a few years later in 2007. He was traded along with Gorkys Hernandez for Edgar Renteria. Mitchell chops one out to second. Valdespin has it, throws to first, and Mitchell's retired for the first out of the fourth. 10 up, 10 down for Jair Jurgens. He's rolling and just cruising along here through 3 1/3. That brings up Alexi Casilla.
Yeah, coming into the year, he was one of the names that really caught your eye when his signing was announced as far as across the entire league. And he's gotten better and better here these last 3 starts, getting into form.
Casilla hitting from the left side against the righty Jurgens. First pitch high and away, 1-0. Jurgens, a guy I remember from his years with the Braves. Growing up a Phillies fan, going to Phillies games, watching Phillies games regularly. Saw Jair pitch quite a bit. Casilla chops the 1-0 pitch out to second. Valdespin can wait back on it. He throws over to first. Back-to-back groundouts to second here to start the fourth. And the Revs have been sent down in order. First 11 batters of the game. Now Wellington, Dotel. And Daryl, I mean, I'm looking at my scorebook. 1 strikeout. It was a strikeout looking. Everything else just, groundouts, pop-ups, weak contact. From what I remember, thinking back to some of these at-bats, there haven't been any balls that you think, oh, that one maybe on another night should have gotten through. They've all been routine outs.
Yeah, he's really stayed out of the middle of the plate. Nothing hit hard. He's kept their timing just enough off.
First pitch to Dotel is a ball that misses away. That one looked good, but called the ball, 1-0. 10-0 advantage for the Ducks here in the bottom of the fourth. No one on, 2 outs. 1-0 the count on Dotel. 1-0 to Wellington. He fists one the other way. Inside outs it out of play. foul, 1-1. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for Jurgens. He's looking to make it 4 in a row. The Revs still without a base runner in the ball game. Not only has Jurgens played 8 major league seasons, he's had a lot of success throughout those 8 seasons. Dotel swings through the 1-1, a big hack there. It's 1-2. Was a National League All-Star in 2011 as a Brave. He made 11 consecutive quality starts when he was called up that season from AAA Gwinnett. Won 8 of his first 11 games and 12 of his first 16. It's pretty dang good.
Burst onto the scene.
Yeah. Made a name for himself there. The 1-2 to Dotel, swing and a miss. Nasty slider there from Jurgens. He's perfect through 4. The Revs go down 1-2-3 once again. We'll head to the top of the 5th. The Ducks will look to add to their 10-0 lead. Stick with us here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
10-0 Ducks over the Revs, top of the 5th inning. Zach Treese takes over for Tyler Cravey out of the Revs bullpen. Second reliever used by the Revs tonight, 3rd pitcher overall. Cravey worked just an inning and a third out of the pen in relief of Dominic Severino. He got the final out of the 3rd and pitched a pretty solid 4th. Gave up 1 run. So that run came on Travis Snyder's 3-run home run. The other 2 runs that scored on that homer were Severino's responsibility. So Cravey's evening is done. Zach Treese will take over. Treese's first pitch of the inning just misses inside. It's 1-0. Dan Lyons, Jordani Valdespin, Taylor Ard, 9-1-2 for the Ducks. Lyons 2 for 2 with a double, a single, run scored on an RBI tonight. Did not play in last night's game. Treese's 1-0, misses high and away, 2-0. Lyons is really slumping, but he does have 2 hits tonight, like I mentioned. Hitting .038 over his last 9 coming in, just .158 on the season with a homer and 13 driven in. Make it 14 now with the RBI today, as Treese's 2-0 misses as well, low and away, 3-0. 10-0 Ducks top 5. Zach Treese's last outing was on June 5th in New Britain, a scoreless inning. He's been excellent lately. First 2 outings of the year were rough, but since then, smooth sailing as Treese gets one over, 3-1 the count. Zach was ejected along with Robert Carson the other night in one of the games in New Britain. Neither of those guys were in the game, arguing from the bullpen. There's a strike. 3-2 the count now as Lyons was ready to trot down to first.
Treese would have been had he not gotten thrown out.
A lot of storylines coming from that game in New Britain. Nobody was thrown out last night. No ejections so far tonight. Always a good sign. Treese bends at the waist, takes the sign from Cruz, comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Lyons. Chop foul, a fastball right there, 86 miles an hour. We'll do the 3-2 again. This is Treese's ninth appearance of the season. He's worked 7 2/3 innings through 8 appearances. He's given up 11 runs, 10 of them earned. The 3-2 pitch misses high and away, ball 4. The leadoff walk to Dan Lyons, so he's aboard for the 3rd time tonight. Back to the top of the order for Valdespin.
Treese's last 6 outings, 7 innings, 1 unearned run. It's good to see. The thing that Mace spoke about was probably improved arm strength as the season got underway. More depth on that slider, getting that pitch on or off of one plane, a little more depth on it.
Here's Valdespin, takes high and away. Cruz hops out of the crouch to grab that one. Treese has thrown more balls than strikes since coming into the game. He just walked Lyons to lead off the inning. The Ducks have only had their leadoff man on in 2 innings tonight, but they have 10 runs. Low and inside, it's 2-0. And Cruz now shouting some words of encouragement to Treese. 2 balls and no strikes. Man on first, no outs. Valdespin, the Co-Atlantic League Player of the Month for April and May combined. Went 1 for 4 with a single last night, hitting .250 over his last 10. Taking a strike there on the outer half. It's 2-1.
He didn't like that one.
No. It's been all Ducks so far. They've scored in 3 of their 4 innings so far. Misses low and inside, 3-1 the count. The Revs haven't had a game this season where it was, this lopsided as early as it got tonight. I mean, even that game against Lancaster where they lost 14-4 didn't get out of hand until I believe the 5th inning it was when things went south. It was the 6th. There's a strike from Treese. 3-2 the count now.
Yeah, it happens to everybody. Might happen again. A couple times before the season is through, and they'll do it to somebody else too. It's one of those nights.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Jordani Valdespin. Runner on first, no outs. The pitch from Treese. Ground ball to short, this could be 2. Dent flips to second for 1. Casilla the throw to first. Not in time. A late safe call there from Mike Williams, but Valdespin did beat the play. So fielder's choice, 6-4. They cut down the lead runner, Lyons. Valdespin safe at first. It was slow developing, and Valdespin runs pretty well. It was going to be tough to get him.
Yeah, Alexi's so smooth. He can turn it in so many different tempos and releases and fashions. And that time, little fadeaway necessitated by the timing of it. And not quite enough on that throw as a result, but Valdespin did hustle.
Treese misses high and inside to Taylor Ard, the 2-hole hitter in this Ducks lineup. 1-0 the count. Man on first, 1 down. 10-0 lead for the Ducks, top of the 5th. Game 2 of a 4-game series between these clubs. First series meeting of the season between the teams. A 1-0 pitch. Cue shot out to first, a fair ball. No, a foul ball. Says first base umpire Mike Williams. It was close. Burgess backhanded it in front of the first base bag. If it was a fair ball, he had a 3-6 double play. It wasn't definite, but looked like it was going to be an easy turn there. He had already had his foot on first base and was throwing to second. But a foul ball nonetheless. So Ard will grab a new bat and head back to the batter's box. I'm not sure if he broke that or just wanted a new one. Ducks already a 10-0 lead in the top of the 5th, looking to extend it. Plenty of run support for Jair Jurgens, who's perfect through 4 innings so far. He's cruised. He's only thrown 35 pitches through 4. Meanwhile, the Revs are on their 3rd pitcher as Treese gets hard to foul one off. 1-2 the count. The Ducks are, just about as streaky of a team as the Revs have been this season. A few different 3-game win streaks and a couple 3-game losing streaks. A couple stretches where they've lost 5 out of 6 or 3 out of 4. Similar season for the Revs. Slider from Treese misses high, 2-2. The Revs, though, 4 games over 500 coming in. A win tonight will put them 5 over, which would be the first time they've done that this season. 2-2 the count on Ard. Treese comes set on the mound. Here's the pitch, the 2-2. Slider fouled back. It doesn't seem like anybody has that put-away stuff tonight for the Revs. Cravey wasn't out there long, but Treese so far hasn't been able to get guys to swing and miss at his stuff out there, Darryl. And Severino did not have swing and miss stuff over his 2 2/3.
Yeah, I think a lot of Dom's outing tonight was location.
Well, Treese is 2-2 once again. This one grounded to short. Dent to second for one. Casilla the turn. That's in time. A 6-4-3 double play. Treese rolls the twin killing to get the Revs out of the inning. After 4.5, the Revs still down by 10. It's 10-0 Ducks. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th and see what the Revs can do with the bats. Don't go anywhere. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. Will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
I'm a meal delivery engineer. A server. And I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Half of the 5th inning from People's Bank Park in downtown York. Michael Mark Cantonini alongside Darryl Henry. Revs have been held hitless and base runnerless, if that's a word, through 4 innings today. Jair Jurgens working on a perfect game, perfect through 4. As Michael Burgess gets set to lead off the home half of the 5th. Revs trail the Ducks 10-0 in game 2 of this 4-game set. Burgess, Mesa, Silva, 4-5-6. And the first pitch of the inning from Jair misses inside. Burgess takes the ball 1-0. Not the traditional lefty shift on Burgess here, but the shortstop, Lyons, is playing almost up the middle. Everybody else in normal positions. The 1-0. That one's low, 2-0. Lyons, not playing the normal third base position. I should reiterate, he's shifted over a little bit towards short, but not at the shortstop position, but a good 2.5 body lengths off the third base line. And a 2-0 to Mike. That one's low and away. 3-0. So the Revs, one ball away from getting their first base runner of the evening. And Jurgens comes set on the mound, takes the sign from Cabrera. Here's the right-hander's 3-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Burgess taking all the way in 3-0, and when your team doesn't have any hits, not surprising he doesn't get a green light there. 3 balls and 1 strike. Jurgens to the plate, the 3-1. Chopper to first, play made by Soleil. He'll trot over to first to step on the bag himself. 3 unassisted, second time Michael Burgess has grounded out to Soleil tonight. 1 down for Melky Mesa. That's 13 up, 13 down for Jurgens in this game. We'll see if Melky Mesa can be the first guy to break the trend. Mesa did not play in last night's game. In fact, he's missed the last 5. 298 batting average with a homer and 8 RBI on the season. Melky was really hot before he's missed the last week or so. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, fastball high in the zone, 0-1. Well, he was hot, and then a couple games he cooled off, and then Darley went down with that little bit of a quad, I guess. You don't really want to call it an injury, but day-to-day with something hampering him in the quad area. The 0-1, Mesa sends this one into left field. That's down for a base hit. The no-hitter and perfect game are gone. Melky Mesa has himself a base knock. A cheer from the crowd right there, and we don't have to worry about that for the rest of the night, Darryl.
No, Jurgens finally made a mistake, a hanging slider. His location's been pinpoint tonight, and you're happy to see the no-hitter broken up, and especially for it to be Melky just coming back. That quad thing is not something that you want to rush. You want to make sure that the guy feels well before he's back in.
Here's Ruby Silva. First pitch he sees, he laces it into right field. That's down in front of Snyder, a base hit. Back-to-back singles on consecutive pitches. And all of a sudden, the Revs are tearing the cover off the ball.
Well, 13 in a row to start the game. That tied the 3rd longest streak against the Revs in team history. The record was 16 in a row. A game back in 09, so we don't have to worry about any of that. I know Brian, our official scorer, is the most relieved that a potential no-no situation doesn't fall on his shoulders.
Absolutely.
He's wiping his brow when that first hit went down.
Runners at first and second, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Jose Cuevas, the right-handed hitting third baseman. Jurgens looks at second, now comes to the plate. Fastball in for a strike, and Cuevas immediately turns to James Clayton and tells him that's not a strike. And can't really argue with Jose there. I mean, he's leaning over the plate to get out of the way. But strike 1 the call, 0-1. Brian DeBrouwer had balls and strikes last night. It's Clayton tonight. 0-1 on Cuevas, 1 down. 10-0 lead for the Ducks, bottom 5. Revs have a couple ducks on the pond, though. Jurgens to the plate again, the 0-1. A strike on the outer half, and Cuevas is just going to stand at home plate with his hands on his hip. I mean, what else could you do?
Yeah, that's both sides of the plate.
You know, at least should be 1-1, you'd think, but maybe even 2-0. Instead, it's 0-2. Mesa leads off second, Silva off first. He's not being held on. Double play depth for the Ducks up the middle. The 0-2 to Jose. He swings at that one, a pitch that was low and outside to foul it off. And I'm sure if either of those first 2 pitches were called the ball, he doesn't offer at that 0-2.
Yeah, that's where, I mean, you know, you hate to harp on it, but that's where one call really can affect the whole rest of an at-bat. You're swinging at stuff that you wouldn't otherwise.
Revs looking to crack the scoreboard in this one. They have a man in scoring position, 2 base runners for the first time tonight. 0-2 count on Cuevas. Here's the pitch from Jurgens, low and outside a ball. Stopped in the dirt by Cabrera. It was a slider. Count goes to 1-2. Well, in case you were wondering about any chance of a no-hitter, the Revs have never been no-hit in team history. They've been one hit 5 different times. Last time was on May 23rd, 2013 against the Skeeters. A 9-0 loss, but that was only in 8 innings. Revs have 2 hits now in the inning after coming into the inning with none. The 1-2 to Cuevas. That one's missing. That one misses inside. For a second there, you know, I'm pausing. I'm thinking, no way he calls that a strike. 2-2.
It was maybe a ball width further in than where the first strike was. The way Jurgens is going, it's one of those where you say he doesn't need any more help tonight.
Yeah.
He's been really good.
Jair comes set on the hill. Here's the 2-2 to Cuevas. He sends this one into center field. Ranging into right center is Washington. Tagging at second is Mesa. Washington makes the grab. Mesa chugging for third. Throw is not cut off. And it skips by the third baseman Ard, but Jurgens a couple feet behind him as the backup to grab the throw. Mesa gets from second to third. So a productive out in a way there for Cuevas. Ball carried out to right center. Now with runners at the corners and 2 down, the Revs shortstop Ryan Dent comes to bat. He's the 8 hitter in the Revs lineup. If he reaches, Luis Cruz will get a shot. Dent 0 for 1. He was 0 for 3 last night with an RBI. A little bit of a cold streak for Dent. After missing the entire Sugar Land series, did not fare well in the series against New Britain offensively. Jurgens, first pitch to Dent. Fastball right there on the outside corner, 0-1. For Dent, he was 1 for 12 in the series at New Britain, played in all 3 games, so he's happy to be back at the bank. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Jurgens. That one misses low, 1-1. Mesa's on third. He singled to break up the perfect game that Jurgens had going through 4 1/3. Then on the next pitch, Ruby Silva singled to right. Mesa got the third on the fly ball that Cuevas hit to right center. 10-0 lead for the Ducks, bottom 5. 1-1 to Dent, swing and a miss, slider that he couldn't make contact with, pulled off a bit. It's 1-2.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty wicked late movement at times, not on everything, but there have been a couple that have really taken off at the end.
How do you hit that pitch as a right-handed hitter?
I don't think you do.
The 1-2 pitch from Jurgens. This one's sent out to deep right center field. This one has a shot, and that ball is off the top of the right center field wall. 1 run is in. Silva's going to score from first standing up. A 2-out, 2 RBI double off the right center field wall for Ryan Dent. And the Revs cut into the deficit. It's now a 10-2 game. That was a shot.
Oh, what a sweet swing. Stayed back on it, got a ball up and launched it the other way. And that is about 6 inches away from putting him within 1 of the league lead in home runs. That close to his 7th. But that was an absolute shot. Drive in 2, feel a little bit better. And for Dent, he was so hot before that thumb injury. Good to see the power on that swing.
Now the 9-hitter Luis Cruz will try to keep it going. First pitch to Luis, a big hack there. He comes up empty, 0-1. Now I still haven't gotten judging balls in this park down yet, but that ball I thought was gone off the bat.
I did too.
Just missed it. Off the top of the wall, the padding in right center. Cruz takes for a ball outside. It's 1-1, a curveball in the dirt. 2-out, 2 RBI double for Dent. He picks up a couple more RBI. And with those 2 RBI, he now has 14 on the season. Had 1 last night, give him 2 more tonight for 3 in the series. Jurgens looks at second. Now the 1-1 to Cruz. A nasty breaking ball there with sharp break on it, in for a strike, 1-2. Revs trail 10-2 now. There will be no shutout tonight. So they've broken up the perfect game, the no-hitter, and the shutout here in the 5th. All good signs. Now down just 8 runs. 1-2 on Cruz with 2 down, man on second. And the pitch, low and away. Cruz takes 2-2.
Might be the hardest we've seen. 93 on the gun there. Jurgens has not been overpowering. It's really been location and movement, and occasionally changing speeds off the fastball. Saw a really good curve earlier in this at bat.
Ryan Dent now 4 doubles on the season after the 2-out shot to right center. Cruz trying to keep the inning going. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Jurgens. Swing and a miss at a slider. Nasty pitch right there that Cruz swung over the top of, and the inning is over. So Jurgens loses the perfect game, loses the no-hitter, and loses the shutout. But he still has an 8-run lead to work with after 5. It's 10-2 Ducks after the Revs get 2 in the inning on Dent's 2-out, 2 RBI double to right center. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. There was a man left. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Ducks up by 8. It's a 10-2 ball game here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area: Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Top 6 here at Peoples Bank Park. 10-2 lead for the Ducks over the Revs. Game 2 of this 4-game series. The Revs got 2 in the 5th on 3 hits. Ryan Dent, a 2-out, 2 RBI double off the wall in right center. Just missed a 3-run home run by a couple inches. But nonetheless, the Revs cracked the scoreboard for 2. No shutout anymore for Jair Jurgens. Now Zach Treese back to work in the 6th. First pitch of the inning is a ball outside to Travis Snyder, who homered in his last AB. Opposite field blast to left center that was a no doubt abouter. That capped off an 8-run 3rd inning for the Ducks. They lead at 10-2 here in the 6th. Treese's 1-0. Fastball that misses low and skips away from Cruz. It's 2-0. Snyder came in hitting .313 over his last 9. He has 2 more hits today, 2 for 3. That was his 4th homer of the season. He now has 26 RBI. He chops this one out to second. Casilla has it on 2 hops. Throws over to first, and that's out number 1 here in the 6th. Treese has done a good job since coming into the game to pitch the 5th inning. He pitched a scoreless 5th, walked the leadoff man, then got a fielder's choice, then a 6-4-3 double play. Now a harmless ground out here to start the 6th. Treese has been really solid over his last few outings. It was really only his first 2 outings of the year where he was roughed up. Since then, he's been solid. The ERA down to 11.74. First pitch to Ford is a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And I say down to 11.74 because at one point it was over 100. And that was after his second outing or first outing, but he's made significant strides this year now in his 9th appearance. Another ground ball to second. Alexi's been busy. He throws over to Burgess. Back-to-back ground outs to second to start the 6th. 2 up, 2 down for Zach Treese.
There's, even in a game like this, there's a lot of value to be had. And for Treese, it's continuing his recent pitching. For Cravey, it was getting another outing. I mean, with all the rainouts and off days early, the calendar turned to June, and you look at the total of some appearances, and you're like, that's it? So there's guys that have needed work. They are now starting to get that work, but a lot of value in this game for the guys that are in there despite the score.
Cravey got some work tonight. Treese is getting work. And David Washington lines one out to right field. That's down in front of Jared Mitchell. Back-to-back 3-hit nights for David Washington. 3 singles tonight. He also has an RBI and a run scored. So he came into this series cold. He's now hot.
Yeah, that's the guy that they haven't been able to figure out yet. Granted, a couple of those were ground balls that if they're at somebody, they're outs, but starting to go his way.
6 for 8 is Washington in the series. 2 down and a man on first, and Ramon Cabrera will hit. First hit allowed by Treese in the game. First pitch to Cabrera, a line drive over the head of Michael Burgess down into the right field corner. Washington around second. He's making long strides. Baez waving him home. Mitchell gets it in the right field corner. The relay throw comes into Casilla, but Washington has already crossed home plate. It's a 2-out RBI double for Ramon Cabrera, and on back-to-back pitches, the Ducks strike for another run. It's now an 11-2 game in the 6th.
Yeah, and the Ducks know Treese. Obviously, he was with them last year. A lot of new hitters on this team, but you know, the guys that are back are going to tell these hitters what he's got and what to look for. He's gone most of the way through the order now, but Washington can run pretty well for a big guy.
Oh, yeah. I saw it last night. He was running like a gazelle on that triple. Just long strides for a guy that tall, and you'd expect that. There's a strike on the outer half to the next batter, Cody Puckett. You know, taller guy, longer legs, longer strides, but I mean, he's not a twig. He's not, you know, tall and lanky. He's a stockier guy, but you're right, he does run well. 11-2 ball game, top of the 6th. Treese looking to get out of the top half of the 6th here. He steps back on the rubber after rubbing his hand on the bullpen dirt. 0-1 the count on the right-handed hitting designated hitter Cody Puckett. He takes low and outside, 1-1.
It is strange to see Washington at 6'5", 240 in center.
Yeah.
Which is where they're starting him tonight.
He was in left field last night. Had a lot of action out there. Most of them were hits he was picking up in the outfield. The Revs pounded out double-digit hits again and 9 runs. Hasn't had a lot of action in center tonight. In the field, the Revs have had a lot of action, not in the good way. It's 11-2 Ducks, top of the 6th. Treese looking to get through the frame. 1-1 the count on Puckett, man on second. Slider for Treese, it misses just inside. It's 2-1. No help tonight on the corners. It's been a tight zone, it seems, and the consistency has been a little spotty.
He wanted it after the one that was called on Cuevas for sure.
The 2-1 pitch, flipped foul out of play down the first base side. And that's really what guys care about the most, is if the strike zone's consistent. And if there are some calls that you don't like when your team's up to bat, if the calls are the same for the other team, the complaints aren't as much, or at least they're different types of complaints, but can't say that James Clayton's been that consistent tonight. Now the 2-2 pitch, a slider that's ripped out to left center, that's down. Dotel will cut it off, but another run will come in to score. Throw goes into second. 2-out RBI single for Cody Puckett as Cabrera crosses home plate. It's a 12-2 game.
Well, they are just hot tonight. That was a slider that didn't quite get out to the corner the way that Treese wanted, I don't believe. And hitting is contagious.
The Ducks came in third in the league in runs scored. Inconsistent, like you said, right around 500, but tonight having one of their best nights of the year, unfortunately, at the Revs' expense.
Mark Mason will take the ball from Zach Treese, and they'll bring in Luke Westfall. So we'll take a quick break here on the broadcast, and we come back, we'll tell you about Luke and get you back to the ball game. 12-2 lead for the Ducks in the top of the sixth. Keep it here.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and a bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, Luke Westfall, the new pitcher for the Revs in the top of the sixth, takes over for Zach Treese with 2 outs and a man on first. 2 runs in the inning for the Ducks so far. Treese's line is not closed. He's responsible for Puckett, who's on first. He singled home Cabrera with 2 outs after Cabrera doubled home Washington. 3 straight 2-out hits against Treese for the Ducks, and now left on left, Westfall faces Alex Soul. First pitch for Westfall is low, 1-0. 4th pitcher of the game for the Revs, 3rd reliever. The Ducks lead at 12-2 in the top of the 6th. Most runs the Revs have given up in a game this season, 14 on April 28th against Lancaster at home. Now Soul lifts one in the air, shallow left field. Dotel comes racing on. He's under it, and he will make the grab to retire the side. And Westfall comes in, throws 2 pitches, gets an out. We are through 5.5 from People's Bank Park. We'll go to the home half of the 6th. Revs have some work to do, down 12-2. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rudders has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rudders Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rudders. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the 6th inning from Peoples Bank Park. Michael Marcantonini and Darrell Henry with you in the booth. Tough night for the Revs. They trailed the Long Island Ducks 12-2. Back to the top of the order for the Revs in the 6th. Jared Mitchell, Alexi Casilla, and Wellington Dotel. Against Jair Jurgens, who's allowed just 2 runs on 3 hits through 5 strong innings. Was perfect through 4 1/3 when Melky Mesa singled to left. Now Mitchell trying to make it 4 hits on the night for the Revs. And he swings at the first pitch and does make it 4 hits. On cue, Jared Mitchell, a single between first and second into right field, a knock. And Jared Mitchell extends his hitting streak to a league-high 14 games, an active league-high 14. Second longest hitting streak on the Revs this season. Wellington Dotel's 17-gamer still ranks supreme.
Oh, he's dialed in right now.
Oh, yeah. Hitting weather.
Yeah.
Now Alexi Casilla will bat with no outs and a man on. Casilla takes a strike on the outer half. Mitchell continues to swing a hot bat. Went 1 for 3 last night, 1 for 3 now tonight. Has 8 multi-hit games this year. He's getting hot right when the weather's getting hot. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Alexi, missing inside and low is Jurgens. It's 1-1. 12-2 lead for the Ducks, bottom 6. Mitchell on first with no outs. 1-1 the count on Casilla. Ducks will play for 2 up the middle with Lyons and Valdespin. Ard, the third baseman, well off the third base line. And the 1-1 chopped foul. Casilla fouled that one off his foot. So he'll try to walk that one off. The home plate umpire, James Clayton, will get a new baseball to Jurgens. Give Casilla a moment. 1-2 the count. A single from Mitchell, the 4th hit of the night for the Revs. Mesa and Silva singled on back-to-back pitches in the 5th. That's how baseball works. I mean, Jurgens had retired 13 in a row, then threw 2 pitches that were both went for hits after. 1-2 to Casilla. Just tried to stay alive there, and he did as he chopped that one to the backstop.
Looking at this Mitchell streak, and it's now the 2nd longest in the league this year behind Dotel. He came in hitting .396 on it, and it started almost the same day where he turned it on last year.
1-2 pitch to Alexi. Ground ball to first base. Throw to second base is into left field. A throwing error there from the first baseman, Alex Soleil. And Lou Ford picked it up and left, but then he fell on his butt. Must have slipped on some, I don't know, the grass shouldn't be wet out there.
No.
It just fell down. So that works for the Revs, and they'll score that a fielder's choice and an E3. Lyons made a nice pick on the ground ball. Pivoted, spun through to second, but it was way high to the covering shortstop Lyons. So Mitchell safe at second. Casilla safe at first. So now Wellington Dotel up with 2 on and no outs. First error of the night for the Ducks, for either team. Jurgens looks at second, now comes to the plate. Dotel chops one in the 5.5 hole, backhanded by Lyons, but as he tried to pivot and throw to second, he lost the handle on it and just had to eat it when he picked it up. An infield single for Wellington Dotel, the 34th infield single for the Revs this season in game 35, and the Revs have the bases loaded with no outs for Michael Burgess.
And Dotel's a machine. He goes one night without a hit and starts a news streak. You mentioned the infield hits. This team does have the element of speed, at least adequate speed from almost everybody, really good speed from others, so helps with the on base and the average for sure.
Bases loaded and no outs for Burgess. The first pitch he sees, he sends in the air, pops it up sky high in the infield. In foul territory, Soleil will put it away halfway between first base and home plate. No infield fly because it was a foul ball. Burgess upset with himself, chucked the bat. Came kind of close to Soleil there, but did not get in his way. So one down on one pitch there from Jurgens. Not the result that he wanted there. Here's Melky Mesa, the RBI guy tonight for the Revs. He had the first hit of the game for the Revs last inning. He'll hit with the bases loaded and 1 out. Melky, 8 RBI this season. With one swing, he could make it 12 RBI. Revs do have 1 grand slam this year. Burgess hit it in Southern Maryland on May 8th. A time is called as catcher Cabrera wants to go over things with Jurgens again. Mesa waiting the first pitch of the AB. Jurgens comes set now to the plate. Mesa swings at the first pitch. He pops it up as well. But that one will get out of play. Foul over the Revs dugout into the seats. 0-1. 12-2 game here, Darryl, in the bottom of the 6th. But, I mean, this is a big spot. Not over just yet.
Yeah, you at least want to make it look a little bit better and not have Jurgens completely shut you down tonight. Start to get back into it. You never know.
Revs as a team hitting .242 with the bases loaded. See what Mesa can do here with the bags juiced. All full of Revs. 0-1 the count, 1 down in the inning. The pitch, Mesa skies this one out to right field, shallow right. Giving chase is Snyder. He will not make the grab in foul territory down the right field line. It was over towards the Revs bullpen. You got to be careful around those bullpen mounds and the plates out there are slippery. Snyder, maybe if he dives for that ball or slides, he has a chance at it. But again, the risk of injury a little bit too high there, and so it falls harmlessly in foul territory.
And if he dives there, Mitchell's going to tag and score easily. If it's a guy with the glove on his left hand, reach out glove side, you've got a chance. He had to reach across his body there, left-hand thrower.
New life for Melky Mesa, 0-2 the count with 1 down, bases loaded. 12-2 lead for the Ducks, bottom 6, but the Revs are threatening against Jurgens. A long pause, now the pitch to the plate, the 0-2, flip foul out of play. Mitchell's on third, he singled the lead off the inning. Casillas on second, he reached on a fielder's choice and a throwing error. Dotel on first. He had an infield single on the 5.5 hole out at short. Revs down 10, but they could be down 6 or 7 with 1 swing as Mesa calls time. He'll regroup at the dish. Two runs came on a Dent 2 RBI double to right center in the last inning. Revs looking to score for the 2nd straight frame. No balls and 2 strikes on Mesa, 1 out, bases juiced. The 0-2. Inside corner, strike 3, and Mesa, it looks like he knew it from the reaction as he'll head straight back to the dugout. Upset there. And when I say he knew it, that doesn't mean he agrees with it. The Revs had bases loaded and no outs, now bases loaded and 2 outs. Darryl, it's up to Ruby Silva right now.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of Jurgens' best pitches of the night. He had Mesa looking away in that at-bat and then came in really for the first time. And yeah, I think it started in off the plate but tailed back right as it got there.
Free swinging Ruby Silva at the dish. He swings at the first pitch off the end of the bat out to right field, and that will find Travis Snyder's glove. So the Revs loaded the bases with no outs. And the inning ends with the bases still loaded and no runs coming in to score. No runs on 2 hits. There was an error in the inning, and the Revs leave 3. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Darryl taking back over on play-by-play. It's 12-2 Ducks in this one. Don't go anywhere. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Head of the seventh inning, 12-2, Long Island the lead. Luke Westfall stays in, got Soleil to fly out to end the sixth inning. And Dan Lyons will lead it off here as we begin the seventh. They have not figured out Lyons tonight, on base all three times. Have really struggled coming in. And Westfall winds, first pitch of the inning is across for a strike. Lyons an RBI double in the second in center, got down on a short hop and skipped by. Then an RBI infield hit in the third, walked in the fifth. 9-1 and 2 due up. Westfall ready. And the 0-1. And there's a fastball strike inside corner, 92 on that. 12 runs, 15 hits, 1 error for the Ducks, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for York. We're trying to put a dent in the deficit last inning, but left them loaded. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball stayed high. It seemed like, and naturally, the guys want to get a big hit with men on base, and there's a pop-up and a couple of pop fouls back. Jurgens was up in the zone, but got them to hit it upward. Pitch, and a breaking ball snapped just inside. Sharp downward biting slider, but just in off the plate. 2-2. Westfall's fastball and slider are a couple of plus pitches. On the wind, the 2-2, swing and a miss. Back to the fastball, right down the middle at 94. And Lyons couldn't catch up. He's retired for the first time tonight, 1 away.
Haven't seen a lot of swings and misses from the Ducks tonight, so it's refreshing to see Westfall ramp up on a fastball right there for the out.
I'm gonna bring up Jordani Valdespin. He's 2 for 4, bunt single, RBI single. League leader in hits, 2 more tonight. Now up to 348 with the average. He came in 5th in the league. Westfall's first. It is a slider. Valdespin backing up, takes a strike. Tomorrow night, another 6:30 start. Post-game fireworks presented by Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment. It's Go Green Night presented by York County Solid Waste Authority, featuring the eco-friendly tote bag giveaway to the first 2,000 fans. There's the wind, the pitch, and a slider just missed high. It's also Superhero Night The ex-Pogo stunt team will be performing. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. Westfall has a sign from Cruz. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball strike down in the zone. Valdespin very angry. Stomps away from home plate. Barks at James Clayton, who says, get back in.
Never too late for an ejection.
I don't think he's in the mood to be told to get back in. Westfall ready. The 1-2. Breaking ball, popped in the air. He slams the bat down. Shallow left center. Silva in, calls off Dotel. And Ruby out there in center tonight handles it. 2 up, 2 down. Valdespin looking toward Clayton. Barks at him some more. Hollers at him on the way by toward the Long Island dugout. And Clayton just stands there and takes it. And here is Taylor Ard. He's 1 for 4 tonight, 2 runs single in the third.
Some probably really unfriendly words coming out of Valdespin's mouth there.
Yeah, I don't think it was, hey, can I buy you lunch tomorrow? First pitch is down and away. Westfall looks like he's got good stuff, though, again tonight. He's pitched well here of late. Good road trip for him. There's the 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball lofted to right. Sends Mitchell back a few steps, but he's there. Plenty of room out there, fairly deep right field. 1-2-3 inning for Westfall, who's retired all 4 that he's faced. Stretch time here at the bank tonight. Ducks with a big lead. It's 12-2 Long Island.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Smart shoppers, you know a good deal when you see one, and Giant's got tons of them. Just keep a lookout for our wow price signs, and you'll be well on your way to smart choices and great everyday savings. Plus, we've got thousands of everyday low prices and bonus buys that'll save you even more. So the signs that you're one smart cookie are all around you.
At Giant, if you're ever fourth in line at checkout, your groceries are free. It's just one of the ways we're making grocery shopping better. My Giant. Available in Pennsylvania stores.
Let's just come back. We'll make up that spot later. Some computer issues. It is a 12-2 Long Island lead. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, Jurgens, who's been very efficient tonight, is still in the game. And they had to go into their bullpen in the 2nd inning last night. So I'm sure that his ability to go deep into this game is a welcome sight for Long Island. Revs have gotten to him a little bit. Last 2 innings, 2 runs in the 5th. They loaded the bases with no outs last inning, but could not score. Got a foul out, a strikeout, and a line drive out in the outfield. Jose Cuevas will lead off the home 7th, 0 for 2 tonight. Jurgens only 71 pitches. And first offering, he swings, loops it, shallow left, Ford froze, now comes in. It's the shortstop Lions who got the better break, and going out all the way into left field. He's able to track it down. So a bloop pop-up on the first pitch. Now, the last 2 innings, Jurgens has thrown 36 pitches after throwing only 35 in the first 4 innings tonight, when he had retired his first 12 and ultimately his first 13 of the game. Here's Ryan Dent, who's driven in both runs for York. First pitch, it's down and away. Dent 1 for 2, a 2-run double off the top of the wall padding in right center in the 5th inning. Missed a home run by about a foot. It was a nice swing and went the other way with it. There's the 1-0, and that's over for a strike. Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard this inning. Ducks not the only team with a big inning tonight. Pitch is swung on and missed. A changeup down. 1-2. Southern Maryland was down 3-0 in the second inning. Scored 7 runs in the second inning against Sugar Land. Now ball loose from the Revs bullpen. Time is called for momentarily. Well, I'd love to give you a score, but the internet should just quit.
Yeah, I can't do much about that.
There's a pitch inside, 2-2.
We don't have the best luck with that in here.
Well, there it is. Southern Maryland up 13-5 in the 7th inning on Sugar Land. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to second base. Couple hops to Valdespin. He's got it. Throws to first. Might have cracked Dent's bat. 2 outs in the inning. And Jurgens, who went a season-high 6 in his last start, looking to go 7 here tonight.
He's been great, even after giving up a couple runs in that 5th inning. Had the jam to work through in the 6th, but bared down and got through it. Just out there totally dictating at bats. I mean, he's been in control all night tonight.
6 innings last time, actually the 3rd time that he's done that. So trying to go 7 for the first time tonight. Here's Luis Cruz, a ground out and a strikeout for him. First pitch, he swings, shoots a foul tip to the backstop. Revs with Jake Ezel up in the bullpen. Getting ready for the 8th inning. Long Island a 12-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Somerset's up 10-0 at New Britain in the 8th. There's the 0-1. And a swing and a line drive toward the big wall in left. Ford is back, though, and tracks it down, crossing onto the front of the warning track in left field as Cruz gives it a ride, but it's tracked down. A 1-2-3-7 for Jurgens. He has been outstanding. And we go to the 8th tonight. Long Island in front, 12-2.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost every body, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Inning, 12-2. Long Island leads it. Jake Ezel will come in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Snyder, Ford, Washington, the 3-4-5 hitters here in the 8th inning. And a big night for Snyder. 2 for 4 with a 3-run homer. Here's the first pitch. It is inside. 15 hits for the Ducks tonight. The bulk of the damage came in an 8-run third. They went up 10-0, and Snyder's 3-run homer punctuated that. Ezel the 1-0, and that's inside off Cruz's mid. As that glances away. Jake in his 10th game, 1-1, 3.24 ERA. His first 6 outings of the year were all scoreless. Looking to regain that feel that he had in the first 3 weeks or so. And now steps off. Actually, his first 7 outings, 7 innings, 1 hit, and no earned runs. Now ready, here's the 2-0. And there's a fastball for a called strike. One other game on that York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. And it is Lancaster leading the Road Warriors 5-2 in the 6th. Now Ezel with the 2-1, and that missed a little bit high. Revs 5.5 out coming in tonight. I know Mace likes to look at the loss column, and the Revs are only 4 back in that. They have 3 fewer games than Lancaster does. The pitch, there's a fastball strike, inner corner, 3-2. They'll have to win some of those makeups. They've got 2 of those on the upcoming road trip, a doubleheader at Somerset, a doubleheader at Southern Maryland. Both should have been home games, but the weather. Payoff pitch, it's down and away. And Snyder walks to start the inning. Just past 9, let's pause for station identification.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
And the leadoff man on. 12-2 Long Island here in the 8th. Lou Ford will step in next.
You mentioned the series coming up for the Revs, and in the next 2, they'll play 8 games in 6 days. Not going to be easy.
First pitch to Ford, that's in the dirt.
Already only 1 off day in June, so you're going to have more doubleheader days than off days in a calendar month. And that's, I think that goes without saying that that's not easy to deal with.
Yeah, they're off Monday, and then Tuesday starts a stretch of 22 games in 20 days. Pitch to Ford, that's a called strike. I guess we should start preparing now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of naps taken on those bus rides.
There's the 1-1. Oh, way outside. No. That'll bounce to the backstop, and Snyder moves up. Wild pitch. And that one stuck to Ezel's hand.
Humid night. I mean, you know, just sitting here in the booth, it gets a little sticky sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that not really anywhere close there, but you get it out in a 10-run game. Better than if that happens in a 1-run game.
There's Snyder at second. 2-1 on Ford. He'll call time and back out. Can you sleep on flights?
I can.
Yeah.
I can't really sleep that well. I'm more of a car and bus sleeper.
Pitch is breaking ball inside. 3-1.
You trying to send me to Sugarland?
Well,
on that next road trip?
Yeah. No, I can sleep on them, but well, we had Delta on the way back, and they assign your seat. There's a fastball down and away, and ball 4 to Ford. First 2 on here in the 8th. So I got the aisle on the first leg, which I thought was cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the aisle and window are great. I mean, either way I'm good with.
Yeah, and I was dozing, and then they came up the aisle with the drink and the food cart, and right in my ear, like, watch your elbows and knees, watch your elbows and knees.
Hands inside the tram car.
Yeah. And that was the end of that.
Did you get a snack and a drink, though, or?
I did.
Okay.
I got both. I made sure of that.
Yeah.
There's David Washington. First one's way outside on him.
I think my favorite thing about flying is the little mini bags of crunchy pretzels you get.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, that tided me over for a little bit. Well, Polo was right next to me. This is actually a good story. Here's the 1-0. And that misses down and away. So he knew, you know, after the first leg, I made up my mind. There's no more sleep. Time to get ready for the game at New Britain. Coffee time. So we kind of beat the system. I ordered my coffee. He ordered one. Gave it to me. Double fisting coffee.
You don't think they would have just given you 2 if you asked?
They probably would have, but it was more fun. Double fisting coffee at 30,000 feet. It's a called strike. 2-1. Ezel delivers and misses down and away. He even got me extra sugar and creamer. It's, you know, one man looking out for another.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's a long day of flying. I mean, you guys got sent all over the country. Got to look out for each other.
Ezel the pitch, swing, and it's fouled back.
There's no I in team.
There is a me if you mix the letters around.
Yep.
But there is no I. And then after the first flight attendant went by, we hit up the second one and said we didn't get our cookies yet. So we took advantage. Here's a ground ball toward first. Sprawling stop. Burgess along the line and takes it to the bag himself. Ezel was there if he needed him, but Michael Burgess, he pounces on it. Fine play. Going into a dive along the first base line, takes it unassisted. It'll be second and third, but a very big first out for Ezel.
Nice play by Mike there. Right now, you just have to find outs. It doesn't matter if it's the lead runner, not the lead runner. I mean, 2 guys moved up there, so a productive out for the batter Washington, but the Revs got an out of it, and that's just what they need right now.
That'll bring up Ramon Cabrera, who's 2 for 4, RBI double, 2 runs. That's a 12-2 lead here in the 8th. And Ezel, the first pitch way outside. That'll go to the backstop, and Snyder trots home. He will score on it. A wild pitch, 13-2. That one sailed on back. Didn't get a hard enough kick off the backstop to have a play at the plate. Ford will go to third on it as well. As the second wild pitch of the inning as Ezel tries to work through it. already. The 1-0, that's up and in. Cabrera has to jump back. That one bounced out of Cruz's glove, stayed close. 2-0 now. Tomorrow it'll be Zach Groats getting another start. Cruz will call time here and head out to try to settle Ezel in. Burgess and Cuevas coming toward the mound as well. Groats tomorrow night against John Brunell. Sunday at 1 o'clock, be Pat McCoy's second start. Matt Larkins goes for Long Island. And Sunday's game, we already previewed tomorrow night with fireworks, Go Green night, tote bag giveaway, superhero night, ex-pogo stunt team. Sunday at 1 is Cancer Survivor Day. That's presented by Visiting Angels. It's also Princess Day, tea party and activities with Disney princesses. Perfect to bring your daughter to the game on Sunday. Now Ezel the stretch, the 2-0, and that missed. Oh no, it didn't. Gave him the high strike. They're asking me if that was a mound visit charge. I guess they didn't bother signaling anything from the field.
I guess not.
2-1, and that misses outside. Also Sunday, we've got Cinderella Carriage photo booth as part of it. Makeup tips and an appearance by YouTube sensation Shay Enstad. Crab feast in the bullpen balcony catered by Captain Bob's Crabs. Pitch is swung on, driven in the air, deep right field. Mitchell going back, and he will run it down just shy of the track in deep right center. Ford tags, comes in from third. It's a sac fly for Cabrera, and it's 14-2 here in the 8th. Second out of the inning.
A long out, but Mitchell tracked that one really well, got a good first step, made the grab. Another run for Long Island, but at this point, you're just looking to get outs, get out of this inning, and just get back to the plate.
Here is Cody Puckett, who's 2 for 4 with a ribby. First pitch. Oh, man, nailed him in the left leg below the knee. Looked like down around the calf, and he'll head to first base. Other items going on Sunday. Boomers Book Club Day, presented by Harrisburg University. We've got one of those nights tomorrow night as well, with school ending. And also on Sunday, Dollar Dog Day, courtesy of Hatfield Quality Meats. Sunday Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets, with a pregame autograph session. Catch on the field and post-game kids run the bases. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com. 717-801-HITS and at the Revs ticket office. Here's Soleil, left-hand hitter. Ezel misses down low on him. He is 1 for 3, single. Hit by a pitch with him loaded in the third. That gave him an RBI. Also a steal and 2 runs for him tonight. Here's the 1-0. And that's right down the middle for a strike. Revs do have Ricardo Gomez up in the pen now. He's out at 24 pitches this inning. On the stretch, the 1-1, and it misses down and away. Long Island, an offense that earlier in the year scored 27 in a game against Southern Maryland. Here's the 2-1, and that missed outside. It's got to be close to a league record. The problem is, in the early days of the league, they kept season stats, but they really didn't keep single game stats. That was something that was overlooked. Here's the 3-1. And that's a called strike. Or not stats, but records. They didn't really total up single game records, just season and career stuff. So it's kind of gone with the wind.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to, how do you get to all the career stuff without the single game stuff?
Here's a high flying left. Otel under it, and now drifts back, and he'll make the grab to end the inning. Well, they had the year-end stat printouts and all of that. But yeah, I'm sure what Long Island did earlier this year is somewhere up there, somewhere close. Tonight they're having a big night. 2 runs in the 8th, no hits, 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning, Long Island up 14-2.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
The York County Solid Waste Authority is a proud sponsor of Go Green Night at the York Revolution on June 9th. The first 2,000 fans through the gate will receive a free eco-friendly cloth shopping tote. We call foul on plastic bags, and you should too. Visit www.ycswa.com for more earth-friendly tips. That's www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Of the 8th, 14-2, Long Island. Jurgens stays in. Bounce back with a 1-2-3 7th inning, which took only 8 pitches. So he's only at 79 through 7. Man, he's got a 14-2 lead. Jared Mitchell will lead things off. Jurgens was, I think it was 86 pitches his last start. And the first pitch to Mitchell, a cue ball on the ground down to third, swinging at it. Ard up with it cleanly, throws to first, a 1-pitch out. Here to begin the bottom of the 8th. Heard our Joel Embiid liner coming back from break. We missed our opportunity to get a Brian Colangelo liner. We can't do that anymore.
No, and I think it's a good thing we can't do that anymore.
I'm fine with that.
What a funny situation, just the whole thing.
Yeah. Here's Casilla, and a called strike from Jurgens. Last night, our other big league radio affiliate won the Cup. Congrats to Caps fans and our friends on Caps Radio. It was the 0-1 breaking ball that missed inside. So now, pretty much, Revs, you've got us until the fall as far as live sports in the evening. A 1-1, and that's a called strike outside corner, at least according to Clayton.
Everybody's going to be tuning into our games, ready to go now, and they know that they don't have the Caps to tune into and no basketball left. I mean the NBA Finals, but the Sixers aren't playing. They know it's us.
Pitch is lined towards second over the leap of Valdespin, and a base hit into right center for Casilla. Revs with their 6th hit tonight. Mitchell, Casilla, Dotel, Mesa, Silva, Dent, each with 1 apiece. Jammed a little bit there, but muscles it into the outfield. Yep, you got us, whether you like it or not. Here's Wellington Dotel, who's 1 for 3, an infield hit. Jurgens with the pitch. Fastball, that's in for a strike. I guess really the next thing for in progress after us will be the thrilling, exciting action of preseason football in August.
Always a thriller in the preseason.
Oh, yeah. Jurgen's ready. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Dotel chasing in the dirt. Well, we might get some College World Series games in progress.
The College World Series is great stuff, and I wish I had more time to watch it because that's good baseball, and those games are exciting.
I used to watch every game from day one when I was growing up. Ping, ping.
Yep. Those BESR bats.
It's the 0-2. And a swing and a pop foul into the stands, first base side. When I was growing up, it was the Easton Reflex bats, and then it was the Louisville TPX Omaha bats. And I think DeMarini became big.
The Easton Stealths were huge with my my age group growing up.
Pitch to Dotel. It's down and away, 1-2.
There was that period in college baseball where they had the new bat rules, and home runs just did not be. They became almost irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's gone back up since.
Pitch, breaking ball, tapped on the ground at second. Valdespin up, has to wait for Casilla to head on by, and the throw to first just in time. Dotel saw that developing and flew down the line trying to beat it and leg out a hit. They just got him. Casilla goes to second with 2 down. Michael Burgess to the plate. Yeah, some of those College World Series games when I started watching, mid-90s through really the early 2000s is when I watched it the most. And it was nothing to have a 12-11 game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or more. 6 home runs. There's Burgess, who's 0 for 3. And Jurgens the pitch to him. Swing on a deep drive, but foul. Burgess out in front, and it clears the bullpen balcony, the pavilion itself, in the picnic area in right. But just a strike. Burgess did clobber his 6th home run of the year Wednesday night at New Britain. Gomez continues to get ready. He'll get some work in the 9th. There's the 0-1, and it missed away. 14-2 Long Island here in the 8th. Looking to end the Revs' 3-game winning streak. Both teams pretty streaky. Revs 4 games over 500 entering the night. Long Island 1 over. 1-1, and that stayed a little high. Jurgens now at 92 pitches. Well, he has definitely given the rest of the bullpen a breather after what they had to do last night. Now comes set. There's the 2-1 to Michael, and a swing and a miss, a changeup. He's used that changeup far more here late in the game. Really didn't see it early. Even last night, they only used 4 relievers. They have 9 listed. Revs tonight have only used 4. They have 9 listed. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He went to the change again, down and away. And Jair Jurgens, as good as advertised tonight, through 8 strong innings. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. That was only his 5th strikeout. He's been very efficient. We go to the 9th. Long Island 14, York 2.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan, but step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Smart shoppers, you know a good deal when you see one. And Giant's got tons of them. Just keep a lookout for our wow price signs, and you'll be well on your way to smart choices and great everyday savings. Plus, we've got thousands of everyday low prices and bonus buys that'll save you even more. So the signs that you're one smart cookie are all around you.
At Giant, if you're ever fourth in line at checkout, your groceries are free. It's just one of the ways we're making grocery shopping better. My Giant. Available in Pennsylvania stores only. Some restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the ninth, they had Gomez up last inning, at least we were told so, but it is Hyland Piguero who comes on here. He finished off the win last night. And with the Revs, 4 outings, 4 scoreless, only 3 hits given up. So he will look to go back-to-back nights here. Began the season with the Road Warriors, pitched pretty well there. One of his best outings was a win here in York in early May. And Dan Lyons will lead things off. He's been a problem tonight. First pitch, high and tight. And he has to bend back. RBI double in the second. RBI infield hit in the third. Walked in the fifth. And they got him out in the seventh. Westfall struck him out. 9-1-2 due. The 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Fastball there. Foul tip into the mitt. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the team. Not one of those airline companies. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a foul tip. Got Cruz down in the foot. He hobbles out away from his squat. Ball and 2 strikes. The gear can't cover all of it.
No, and it never does. It never does. The baseball will find some open skin where the padding isn't there. One of the things when I was playing catcher, you know, my years of playing baseball, and I'd usually put something on my forearms. I'd either have like the catcher wristband with the signs on one, and just like a sweatband on the other, or I'd have like one of those Evo Shield guards on one and a sweatband on the other. Something seemed to always be in the wrong place. I mean, my Evo Shield would be down on the wrist where you're supposed to put it, and it hit up on the forearm. It could never win.
Pitch to Lyons, he pops it up. At second base, it's Casilla under it waiting. And still waiting, and he will glove it one-handed. That was up there, but comes down into Lexi's leather, 1 down. Burgess staring him down as Casilla called that one early. It's always a battle for putouts between those two.
Yeah, they're funny over there, Mike and Alexi going after pop-ups.
Here's Valdespin at the top. He's 2 for 5 tonight with an RBI. First pitch inside. Cruz had to reach for that one. Ducks a 14-2 lead. Revs haven't had many games like this season. In fact, a lot of their games have been pretty close either way. Haven't been many laughers either direction. Here's a fastball for a strike, 1-1. The first 2 games in this series, lopsided in the Revs' favor last night, in the Ducks' favor tonight.
The Revs have played 10 one-run games and 3 two-run games this year.
There's the pitch. And a bouncing ball to first. Burgess will stay back, gloves the second hop, and flips to Peguero at the bag. Valdespin taking his time to get down the line on that one. 2 away. As he turns and has a chat with Peguero on his way back to the dugout. Whoever it was made Valdespin laugh. And Taylor Ard to the plate. There is no activity in the Long Island bullpen. Looks like Jurgens is going to go for this thing. Complete games don't happen often in the minors in general. Well, they don't happen often in the majors anymore either. First pitch to Ard. It is a slider just missed. We are told, and Peguero wants to know where that missed. That's a good question. I think the reach from Cruz fooled Clayton. But Mike Pollock, our counterpart, told us that as far as he can tell right now, it's Jurgens' longest outing since he went 8 with AAA Norfolk in June of 2013. 1-0, and a bouncer to third base. Cuevas near the line, reaches down near the bag to glove it, fires to first, and throws out his third base counterpart. It's a 1-2-3 9th inning for Highland Peguero, and now each of his first 5 outings with York have all been scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Long Island looking to even this series. They lead at 14-2.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
By royal command of the little princess living in your house, Mom and Dad, you are hereby invited to Princess Day with the York Revolution. Dress Her Royal Highness in her princess costume on Sunday, June 10th for pictures and tea with her favorite storybook princesses. Take your royal portrait with Cinderella's coach and get tips from YouTube makeup celebrity That Girl Shay. Princess Day at People's Bank Park, Sunday, June 10th. Glass slippers optional. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Michael Jair Jurgens trying to do something he hasn't done in a while. He's looking to go the distance here tonight, up 14-2.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, he last had a complete game in 2013. Looking at the Ducks media guide, it looks like that is his last complete game.
It's Malky Mesa to lead things off. 94 pitches through 8. First pitch to Mesa. He swats a ground foul down at the end of the Ducks dugout. Mesa 1 for 3 tonight, single and a run back in the 5th. His first game played since last Saturday, back from the quad. And Jurgens ready. There's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Change up down, and again it seems that he has saved that pitch for late in the game. He's using it a ton now. Thought it was more cutters and curveballs early in the game. Mesa, Silva, Cuevas. Time asked for by Melky. Nobody's throwing in that bullpen. There's one guy standing holding a ball or a weighted ball, but no activity.
And his 97th pitch of the night is swung on, pulled in the ground to short. Lyons to his left, juggles, picks up, and the throw to first will be late. Mesa taking his time, doesn't want to aggravate that quad or extend it. It is an error on Lyons, who still had time to recover had he grabbed it cleanly on the first effort after the juggle, but he fumbled it once more. Here's Ruby Silva, who's 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 5th.
Silva, chance to be the first Rev tonight with a multi-hit game. It's been a while since the Revs have had no guys with a multi-hit game in a game.
Jurgens with the pitch, and it's a called strike. Change up, inner half. There it is again. Change up, change up, change up here late in the game. And Mesa, whatever's hit, you don't want him to push it too much with that leg, just getting back tonight. Here's the 0-1, and it's taken the other way. Base hit to left, and Silva does have 2 hits. Reached away and serves it the other way into left field. 2 for 4, and the Revs have their first 2 men on.
Mesa and Silva getting rallies started tonight. Never too late for a rally. You need 12, though, in the inning. That's a lot. But, I mean, hey, this would be a huge positive for the Revs to string a couple hits together, maybe even knock Jurgens out of the game.
12 would tie their single-inning record. Here's Jose Cuevas. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And this will be the 100th pitch for Jurgens. 7th hit for the Revs. First pitch is bounced foul over by the third base dugout. Like he did start Cuevas with the fastball that time. Doesn't light up the radar gun. 16th year pro. He's 32 years old now. Native of Curacao.
He's been a professional baseball player for half his life.
Yeah.
Since he was 16, wow.
Now deals, and a ground ball rolled to short. Lyons another chance, shovels to Valdespin. The turn, it's in time. Gets Cuevas by a step, and Jurgens an out away from going the distance. 6-4-3. Mesa to third base with 2 outs. Ryan Dent will try to do a little more for the offense tonight, but he's driven in the only 2. 1 for 3, a double off the right center wall back in the 5th inning.
Well, that double play certainly going to help the cause in the effort for the complete game. I mean, if Cuevas gets a knock there, maybe the Ducks get some bullpen action.
First pitch to Dent, breaking ball away, appeal to first, no swing, says Mike Williams. Jurgens, originally signed by the Tigers in '03, became the first pitcher ever from Curacao to reach the majors. He debuted in '07. Now the 1-0, and a swing and a miss, another change. It's played for Team Netherlands at the World Baseball Classic in 2006 and 17, 11 years apart.
Wow.
His third in '08 NL Rookie of the Year voting 10 years ago. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, breaking ball, and he's a strike away from finishing what he started tonight. You'll see some complete games, a handful, but 9-inning complete games rare these days. Now he's ready. Here's the 1-2 to Dent, and it's in the dirt through the legs of Cabrera. Mesa coming home, and he will score. And it's 14-3. He scores standing on a wild pitch. Hopefully that quad's okay.
I mean, he wasn't running 100% on that ball at home, and then it looked like he's kind of jogging gingerly to the dugout. So hopefully he didn't aggravate something in a 14, well, now 14-3, but at the time 14-2 game.
Yeah, it's tough. You see it, you feel like you should score, and then you realize you're not 100%. Here's the 2-2, and that's up and in. A change up. So Dent works it full. Jurgens, I'm sure, didn't want to do that. He's an out away from finishing it. Now the 3-2. And a rip it short, but right at Lyons. He's got it cleanly, sends it across, and that'll do it. And Jair Jurgens goes the distance tonight. A complete game, his first since 2013. A 107 pitch effort. And the Ducks even the series. They end the Revs' 3-game winning streak with a lopsided one tonight. 14-3 is the final score. Revs in the 9th inning, 1 unearned run, 1 hit, 1 error, none left. 14-3 is the final. Revs now 19-16. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Buying or selling? The auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal have you covered. From selling full estates to taking consignments on good, clean merchandise. Join us for weekly in-house auctions at Mount Royal. With food served during weekly auctions and 3 certified appraisers on staff, our friendly and courteous team will make the process easy and enjoyable. We offer a great deal on real estate, selling at 3% instead of real estate agents' commission rate of 6%. For more information, visit our Facebook page, call us at 717-963-3190, or visit our websites at www.theauctionhouseofdover.com and www.mt